Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of the DayOne show, episode 326. It's a show, it's a podcast. We're all a little bit sleepy because we were live streaming for most of the day yesterday, and we owe you lot a big thank you because we were fundraising for Gamescom, and you guys came through with flying colours. So thank you so much for all of your help and assistance yesterday. Us was here instead of Nick. Hi, Ursel.
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? I'm gonna fix my camera in a sec. But thanks for letting me on. Yesterday was a ton of fun.
They're so excited.
And dude, this will be for the community, man. And it's not even close. And this isn't me just like saying it. We definitely have the best gaming online community, in my opinion.
Yep.
Bar none.
Yep.
Like it's not even close.
It really isn't. Like, I'm so proud of what we've built. Jesse's here as well after an extended session because you guys carried on after I buggered off.
We did. We ended up going roughly, about 15 total hours.
Yeah.
Impressive stuff.
It was a lot of fun.
Yes. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I have to admit, it is nice to actually just be able to play and not be rushing or taking notes or anything
thinking did I record this? Should I record that?
Yeah.
You guys take notes?
Yeah. I don't take notes. I take mental notes.
Yeah, I never. I just play and then I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. And then I just the moment I'm done, I write, and I just write I write one whole thing, and then I go back and I pick at it and I move things around and.
I write impressions, like point note impressions on my phone, just really quick. Especially if something sticks out to me, like, oh, I'm definitely gonna want to mention this. Then otherwise I kind of tell myself when I go over the footage, when I'm labeling it, that'll refresh my.
Oh yeah, I label it. So the moment I finish a clip, I immediately label it. And it's one game opening, 2 opening cinematic, 3 tutorial, like that type of stuff.
I am terrible for recording, and I just record for hours.
I'll
sit there,
10
I'll
hours.
have OBS.
Yeah.
And then I'll look and I'll be like, oh shit, that one's been going for an hour and 20. Let me stop recording. And then I'll see something else cool 2 minutes later. I'll be like, oh, stop recording. And just so I can have that clip. But then I end up in a scenario where I'm like, what video was that? And then I have to go through the whole game again to try and find
You are
that
the
specific
opposite
moment.
of Nick, who we found out from Tokone. He likes to go back and record things that he talks about.
When he said I have so much recording, I'm like, oh damn, how many hours? I've got almost 30 minutes recorded. I was like, what?
Because he just goes and records the specific things he talked about. That's it.
I mean, it's not a pretty efficient way of doing it.
In games where you can't just go back, though, because he plays shorter things. Oh, Invadey with the $5 tip. Thank you, Invadey. That fixes the bar that is, yes, as Travis points out, over halfway full now. Thank you for fixing the bar.
Amazing.
Hopefully someone gets all those scents out of there. Gross. But yeah,
holy crap.
I think on Starfield I had 15 hours of footage when by the time I was done, it was all labeled and everything. But
and if it's a story game, you need to record while you're playing.
And he doesn't do stories.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tricky one for old Nick boy.
For anyone listening. So
Speaking about the community and everything else, I do want to say, again, seriously, big shout out to everybody, whether you're a Legacy Patreon, whether you're a YouTube member and you're watching us live right now, or if you're arguably the most benefited upon member of DayOne, i.e. a direct member on our website. Doesn't matter where you are, you're all awesome. We love you. So big shout outs to everybody that supports us directly, especially our grand benefactors, Crow56 and Assassin, who, I swear I've seen Assassin. I haven't seen Crow56 in a while.
He was back on the Discord.
Okay, good. I haven't seen our wonderful CEOs, Torn Raptor and Kevin S, in a while either. I miss them.
Yeah.
I want to give them some love. But look, we're back. It's at the end of what I would describe as, aside from the kind of craziness of the Gamescom fundraiser, which, yes, we didn't meet the big goal. That's still open. We're still going to kind of push towards there. But it's definitely given us a little bit of a okay, we can. I think we can get most stuff covered. The big stuff, we'll just figure out ways. We'll probably self cater. We're in an Airbnb. Maybe we'll just go to the supermarket, club together, get some stuff that we can all cook, and that's our evening.
Especially for like breakfast and stuff like that, right? Like,
yeah, or just the 10 €10 kebab every night.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
I think they might be even cheaper in certain places, and honestly, it tasted pretty good too. So,
that kebab was literally one of the best things I've ever had in my entire life.
yeah.
But we owe everybody, so big thank you.
Mm.
Before we dive into all of the news, and there isn't much, admittedly, there's tons of video games that we've obviously been playing, and lots to talk about on that front. Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start, chaps?
Let's start with him.
Is he pointing at me? Yep. Yes. Okay. What was I going to say? Let's leave like the Gears stuff for the Gears segment. I feel. Right? I mean, you guys already played and talked about Gears.
Yeah, we talked.
Yeah,
It was
we
the
can
main
talk about
thing.
it again because
But now
everyone's
everyone's
got it now,
playing
so.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
And also, like now we've played multiplayer against people that really like Gears multiplayer.
Yes.
I mean,
Yikes.
you didn't have me or David. We were both very good when we played, or Sam. Like we all did pretty well. The only one that was still there was you, and you were still doing fine. But the guys you were with didn't know the maps, just learning it.
Yeah, I know. But still, like I've seen some clips now that it's in the hands.
Yes.
Of,
Have you seen some movement clips? Holy crap! People are like, "Oh yeah, there's no wall bouncing." Yeah, but there's this.
The thing that blows my mind is that you'll actually like. I'm going to try and say this as delicately as I can. If you're going to argue that that's a good thing for the health of the game, shut the fuck up. All right, because all that's going to happen is you'll get a tiny contingent of people that will play that way, and no one else will ever touch the multiplayer again.
It's an arena multiplayer shooter that's not heavily monetized with collabs. It was never going to be big anyways.
Of course, it's not going to be big.
Well, it has collabs. It's not like, hey.
Thank you. But then you'll have people, those people that play that way, turn around and go like, why is Gears bigger? I'm like,
yeah, 100%. On that, I agree.
What, are you joking with me right now? Oh, gee whiz, this Gears game looks great. I'm just going to hop in and, oh my God. No one's going to touch it again.
But see, that's where skill-based matchmaking should help. If you're brand new, you shouldn't be up against people,
You're telling me, come on, you know what all of these wall bouncing crazy people are going to do? They're going to smurf account. They're going to go in because that's what they do. They just want to dominate.
Oh my God. I know what you mean, but Gears 5, they tried catering to the more casual crowd, and it didn't really work. And in this case, they did change things, to be fair. It's not as extreme as it is. You see some Gears 5 clips, like on like the non-arcade mode, ridiculous. And then Gears 4 and 3, and it's just like, okay, looks. That being said, the moment you add a slide into a video game, developers just know that people will abuse the crap out of that tech every way they possibly can. Like, it's not even true.
Well, and that was a Halo Canticle thank you to Spartan P451 with the 1170.
Awesome, man.
Oh, thank you. Amazing.
Well, speaking of Halo, the main game I played and beat, I should say. I'm still playing Wuthering Waves. Pretty fun. It's cool. I'm on the second area now, Act 2, or Chapter 2. But I finally beat Halo Campaign Evolved, and the last 3 levels specifically, I just played them back to back, and wow, what a glow up! Holy crap!
You're gonna get
the Maw is one of the levels I've played the most in my entire life. I think just because I love that Warthog run. I love the build up to the Warthog run. I love the whole, throwing 4 grenades and things. And they did a really good job with it. 2 betrayals and keys was legitimately difficult, even on heroic, not legendary. I'm dying left and right. That speed run skull, John, that took me like 40 minutes trying to get. The one on keys.
What speed run skull?
Where you need to, the moment starts, the blind, you've in 3 minutes, you got to make it to the stupid thing and make it up.
Oh, okay. That's right. It's got to be within 3 minutes. Interesting.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, that's not written in your page. I've been using your page.
Yeah, I didn't know what the trigger was. I just said, do this as fucking fast as you can and get up that lift. 3 minutes.
Surprised you got up there on Google with having the F-bomb in there.
Did I?
No, I'm kidding. You just said it that way.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it's a ton of fun, and the Warthog run is just so nice. So nice. I felt like a kid again, man. If anyone has not played Halo Campaign Evolved or Combat Evolved in a while, definitely play through the campaign. I still haven't done the prequel missions, though. I'm looking forward to doing those and just seeing the difference in gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, I stand by what I said. I think Halo Studios did a great job, and Halo Studios and their development partners. Mm-hmm. Overall, it feels like a really rock solid test bed for Halo in Unreal, and I absolutely would happily play a tweaked to, and I really want an absolutely amazing 3. You know, like I've done 2. Like, 3 deserves its.
And 2 has a really good graphical glow up.
Yeah. I've played it recently. It's nice.
It doesn't have the game. It's still a very frustrating campaign to go through in a lot of ways. Maybe not their best. In fact, definitely not their best. But still, it looks nice.
Yeah, it does. It still plays good too. I'm curious what they would change, because as much as people said they changed stuff, ultimately this was still combat evolved for the most part, like almost entirely. Even like the library, even though they changed things up, it was still the library. It had the same highs that people liked with the library, without some of the lows.
It's a better designed level, but the only thing I like specifically, because now I played it a lot, I dislike that there is an end to the enemies.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because if you play like, and I haven't played the original library in a while, but I seem to recall they don't stop coming. You are it is relentless, and you are on a run for survival, right? And that obviously is completely different in playstyle to every other level in the game, which is why it was quite divisive. But in this, you can just park up, shoot, wait until everything's dead, and then you're like, okay, I'll carry on. And that's it removes some of the pace, but of the actual level design, I absolutely vastly superior. Like, it's interesting to traverse. Just the change from instead of going up, going down, and as you go down, it gets crazier and crazier and crazier. Much better. But yeah, was that all frozen? Was he just like blown away by my opinion?
He's back. Even with his unbelievably fast Canadian internet, still falls flat. When a bag of milk gets spilled in their data centers, sending Rogers into a flurry of just losing their minds. You're back. Hooray!
Okay, I think my computer connected to the Wi-Fi for some reason, and the microwave is being used. We all know how that goes.
Fun times.
Now back to wired. Weird.
Fun times. I'm glad
we did Lasso.
Yeah, we did.
A lot of fun. That was so much fun.
I didn't know that Lasso had iron, so at one point, because like if it had opened up, everyone can play. But when you got 4 people in the first level, and you're in that ship in those little corridors, and if one person dies, it doesn't matter. Like you can't all move up. You're going to shoot each other, or you're going to eat a double damage grenade, double explosion radius grenade. Like, so it was very boring because Nick never moved back. Nick was always up in the front, so everyone just had to sit and wait in the back and watch him die over and over again until we finally hit a checkpoint.
I loved the frustrations of it, to be honest with you, and it's a challenge I'm going to take on with my boys, hopefully. But yeah, like I want more of this from Halo Studios. At the same time, like I'm always full of ideas of like, before a long time ago, I wanted to like work there, but after testing it, like, man, I think the Halo community, the online Halo community, because they're people in person when they're actually there at the events and stuff, they're all incredible. But the way that fandom talks about stuff, like, it's almost as bad, if not as bad, as Star Wars fandom to me. I'm just like, everyone just shut.
The majority of the talk is either Reddit or Twitter, and neither of them are that real. So they get really forced, and not that it's all bots, but that the creator communities around these things, in general, it's way easier to be toxic than to actually know what you're talking about. Like, that's just the case for everything. How easy is it
to be toxic by appealing to people in their 30s and 40s or late 20s, just their nostalgia? Just be like, hey, remember when life would suck because the world was just a lot simpler, at least to you because you were a child? Remember that?
Yeah.
This is what. And now they're trying to take that away from you.
Be mad.
Oh, God. And then give me money.
Do you know, it's funny, and Kat won't forgive me unless I put them on. Kat, I wasn't meant to see Kat today, and just before the show started, I only rocked up in the green room here like 8 minutes before go live because Pumpkin's not very well.
As me. Oh, what?
Like, I'm not sure. Like, I've been worried about her all day. Like, she was sick and she's not eating her food and she's like all grumpy, and then she was sick again, and then she just did, like, you bear in mind this is a small room and she's trapped in a cage. She just did like liquid hot poop. And the whole room stank, so I had to clean it out and all of that, which is why I was delayed to coming on the show. But Kat wasn't meant to be here. She was at a fancy dress party where she decided to go dressed as a dragonfly. And for the purposes of this show, because everyone would find it entertaining, she's asked me to transform myself. So I will now adorn the dragonfly stuff because I'm always up for a laugh. And I will now look like a dragonfly. So I've got some wings. They're here. They're very fetching. They might be a fairy set of wings, but I'm going to put them on instead. And I've even got, you'll love this. Look, I'll put these on. There's me wings. Right? Fancy. Yeah. And this is really good. She went all out. Look at this. You ready? Great.
Oh my God.
So that's the show now. Hi, everyone. We're a serious professional publication, and I'm glad you're all here. Anyways, what else have we been playing?
Gears, Halo, and just really quick, you're talking, people in chat, if you don't know, the three of us are very deep into Halo lore and Halo in general. It's not everyone that knows Halo lore hates this game. In fact, okay, I gotta get this off my chest. No, I see zero reason. Literally, I'm struggling to come up with a reason other than like my own curiosity to go back and play the original game again. Maybe if I don't have an Xbox Series, I only have like an Xbox One or something.
Right before we were getting review code, I went and played it.
Not to say it's a bad game, and I'll play the multiplayer. I will 100% play the multiplayer all the flipping time. I actually really like Halo CE's multiplayer. But the campaign, when I have this available now, why? Why would I go back? The needle rifle plays amazing. The SMG feels so at home. The assault rifle is actually useful. It's not just wet tissue paper that shoots for 9 years.
That was one of the funny things I saw. The I think it was Skill Up was like, the assault rifle is overpowered. You don't need any other gun now. I'm like, yeah, you do. If you're playing on any hard difficulty, you absolutely do. But you also it left and right. You have fallen into the elemental hero, the Shadow Link Dragon Wolf King's trap.
You're right.
Yeah, he generally will say a bunch of stuff that streamers and rage baiters have put online as his own thoughts.
I'm like a dragonfly caught in a spider's web.
Well,
I gotta. But anyways, yes, it's a fantastic game. Ignore the grifters, ignore the haters. Watch people actually playing it, like people reacting and streaming to it, and they're having a great flipping time. Especially, and this was the one thing I really wanted from this, because I actually just watched through a playthrough earlier today at work because I was bored. New players playing Halo for the very first time.
Yeah.
And they're having a blast with it.
My son, like, he was always like, I tried to get him into the original, and he's like, it's slow.
Yep.
It doesn't look like, a modern game. And I'm trying to explain to him about the mystery and the lore and the story and how good it is and what it means to me and all of that jazz. It's a hell of a lot easier to do with this lick of paint. And like, we are now, we've as co-op, he sat here and played on console. I played on PC, and we're now just at, I think we just finished Assault and Control Room, and he was like,
that's a long
we
level
got to the jungle, and he was like, this looks really cool. And I'm like, yeah. Man. And he doesn't know the twist. He does not know the twists, right? So I'm really looking forward to
I can't wait to meet Captain Keith again. He's so nice. He's going to have a long life.
Yeah.
But you know who is great and is going to have a long life is Tiberius Monk, who tipped $5 saying, "Hello, John, Ursula, and Jesse. Toxicity sells on the internet, especially on YouTube. This is why I appreciate DayOne, as you offer nuanced perspectives on the gaming space and avoid the toxicity that other YouTubers will do to make profit and fame."
Very poignant. It's beautiful.
Very, very much so. And yes, hey, look who's in the chat.
And Nick is not here because of his kids after he made fun of John all those times about it.
That's okay. Nick has released his review of Marvel Tucon Fighting Souls.
Tocone. They will yell at you if you're not Japanese.
Whatever.
It's got that line over it. That means hard O.
Cool. Marvel Tocon Fighting Souls.
Wow.
And he's done a great job, and you should go watch it.
Really
Lots of compliments. Metacritic pinged back as we dropped them over. They were like, "Yo, it's the first scored review in." However, you are getting dragged on Twitter. For
there are others that aren't
PC
Metacritic
version. Yeah.
But yes,
not playing the PC version and not saying about how bad the PC version is.
I mean, it does say
Wow.
played on PlayStation 5 on the review score. So
Yeah.
that is our answer.
And also it's like it's like, what is a review for? Like,
Yeah.
this is one person's opinion, and yeah, he could comment on it and still give it a 9. Maybe he hasn't experienced it, so it wouldn't play a part into his opinion. So what, he should take into account other people's opinions on the internet to help form his opinion?
That was me in
I don't know.
Redfall. I didn't have any of the major bugs that others did. And I played it in co-op and really liked it, and then saw, oh wow, this isn't working great for people. Weird. And no one believed me.
Yeah. So, it has got some issues on PC, apparently, with netcode and rollback issues and stuff like
Linux
that.
support is apparently a big one, which, I mean, I kind of roll my eyes on, but that basically means Steam Deck support, right?
Right.
But if you want to play any kind of competitive game, it's going to have anti-cheat. And most anti-cheat doesn't work on Linux because their kernel level on Linux doesn't do that. It's kind of that simple, guys. Like,
Yeah, it's but I think you should watch Nick's review. It's really good.
it's really good. It's long too, very
so-
thorough. It's the job done.
It's Henry David.
It's 3,326
A row.
words when I
Damn.
went over it this morning.
And I'm hearing
I was like,
myself
"God
through
damn."
I'm hearing myself through your earpiece, John. If I get loud, there's no hear it now.
Yeah. So what else? Spoken about Halo. I mean, we spoke a little bit about Gears. I do want to talk about Gears a little bit more, because I did see a post, on the whole wall bouncing competitive debate in Versus. Cliff Blazinski, one of the original creators of Gears of War,
The Rockstar developer.
posted a lengthy kind of comment about what he thinks about Gears of War E-Days multiplayer. And I'll read out bits of it because I'm curious on you guys' opinion of the original creator of Gears of War's opinion on this mode. And he says, my opinions here come from extensive viewing of Twitch streamers and YouTube videos of the state of Versus in that title. So take this word dump with a giant grain of salt, because these days I'm all about Expedition 33 and Power Wash Simulator. Let's talk wall bouncing and emergent gameplay for a minute. There's a chunk of Gears Versus multiplayer that only play this way. So the multiplayer population, they only want to play like this.
Yep.
Wall bouncing and shotgun. That's it. That's the way they play. They use side cover entry and the cancellation of it as a way of drifting through the map as a hacked together pseudo dodge surf mode, and they dominate. Is it fun to watch? Yes. Fun to perform? Yes, as it actually does require quite a bit of skill. Enjoyable to watch? Absolutely. Does it make sense and work in the wild world of multiplayer? No. Here's the problem with this adopted technique. The delta between those who play the game as it was intended, cover, using different weapons and strats, versus those surfers is huge. A person who masters this technique is an unstoppable jibbing machine, flying around the map like a fucking Wizard of Oz monkey, turning everyone they encounter into mulch in the blink of an eye. This is not the way the game was meant to be played. Here, shitty websites, have your clickbait headline without this essential follow-up comment. That in and of itself is not necessarily a bad thing. Unreal Tournament's emergent gameplay of happy accidents included lift jumping, dodging up steep slopes, and telepunting. Quake had rocket jumping and strafe jumping. Tribes had skiing. All of these things added to the game, especially the competitive play. The thing is, they didn't become the entire game, which is what this technique is. It breaks the game for anyone else trying to play it any other way. Why build all these other awesome weapons and cool cover systems when a certain amount of admittedly skilled players are just going to game the system and do this? On top of that, it burdens the developer to make sure the Versus matchmaking is top tier, which is an extremely difficult task that requires a very large concurrent user base to properly tune and sort. But that's their job. Anyway, he goes on. He says if it was up to him, he would nerf the shit out of wall bouncing for regular Versus online and make a different mode where the exploit is doubled down upon. Shot bounce mode, call it. Whatever. Hell, integrate it into the fiction. Put small jet boots on the player to know how they can move and drift with such speed in spite of being saddled with heavy armor. What do you think about this opinion of I'm inclined to agree with him. Like, why have all this other cool stuff in the game if it's completely superfluous?
You play Smash Bros, right? Melee?
Yeah. No. Not
did you
the most recent one?
But you played Melee back in the day.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Damn, my analogy.
No, it's not an analogy actually. It's a straight comparison. Exploits in multiplayer games is kind of like it's kind of common, right? I mean, he mentions it. It's a very common thing. Unreal Tournament, Halo 5, by the way, the flying across the friggin' room, Halo Infinite, G sliding, right? Is something I still consistently can't do. Movement mechanics.
I've used some.
Smash Bros. Melee has wave dashing, which is abusing not abusing, I guess. It's using this tech where, like, when you roll and you have a shield, but you do it and your animation cancels and you just kind of just slide across the whole thing really quick. And really what it ends up becoming is like this wall of a skill mechanic wall where it's like if you can play the game, you can get pretty good. If you want to really be really good, you need to learn this tech.
Yeah.
And once you learn that tech, then the wall breaks down and suddenly there's a bunch of other skilled people you can go up against. Wall bouncing, at least based off his thing, sounds similar. You know what I mean? Where there's like, you can play Gears multiplayer up to a certain point, and then if you don't learn this tech, you're out. Honestly, same with Halo Infinite. At a certain point, if you're playing competitive, you need to learn G. I never learned G slide. The furthest I got was like, I think I barely hit diamond, or like almost about to hit diamond. That's the farthest I ever got. But people that diamond up all know how to G slide perfectly. So it's, I don't know. It's tough, right? Because it's like this tech exists, and it does make for better watching for like an esport, right? Which is, I think, useful.
Sure.
But
I'm not hearing an argument for it yet, though.
I mean, those are all four arguments where it's like this wall is not a bad thing, but, and this is the point he makes, which makes, I think, the most sense, it requires a really large player base to matchmake properly. That's the biggest problem by far.
Good luck. No one's going to want to touch it. I mean, I think that's the big problem I have with this. Is like, and I do agree. Like, if you're going to design a Lancer and a torque bow and a chainsaw, gun with a fucking chainsaw on it so you can slice people in half and yada, yada, yada. And all of these cool designs and grenades and stuff and a cover system. None of it, there's no point to any of it.
It's got to be frustrating.
So why is it in the game?
You're a developer and you're like, come on, guys, we did so much other stuff.
So, like, I don't know. I think the Coalition have two choices, and I think I know which way they're going to go. They're going to go, this is Gears multiplayer. This is what the very hardcore fans want.
I mean, I think we know that is it because this isn't like, it's not a games as a service. So I don't, they're not looking.
They're not interested.
Yeah, it's not meant to be your forever game. It is like, even Gears 5 had way more of that right from the off. It had a big microtransaction store and a focus on skins to buy and all that. And this is everything. I mean, just play the game and you can earn them.
Monetization, does it not? Like, there's still stuff light. You can purchase.
Very light.
To be fair, they're saying light right now. I wouldn't be surprised.
But they said it will only ever be collabs, of which you know they're not going to do a ton, or charity events.
I mean, they're starting with two major collabs, WWE and Metallica.
Yeah,
like flipping Metallica.
The only other thing they've ever done is a Terminator. Like, they're not a collab franchise. So not having just, this is Marcus in a pink do-rag instead of a black one. Like, they don't have any of that. That's not just play the game, get an achievement.
Yeah.
You get your look. They said 99.9% of the things you unlock in the game will just be there, and you unlock them through gameplay. They're not looking. It's a live service game. They will support it after launch, but it's not a games as a service forever game with a huge budget for continued ongoing.
It's more of like a traditional live service game, like Halo, like 4.
It's just a normal game, like an old school early noughties. Here is a game.
Buy the game. Here's 2 years or a year and a half.
And John aiming down the sights on the shotgun once is driving me insane. I can't watch any more clips.
Cool.
I don't know, John. It's a tough challenge for these guys, right? Because you don't want to alienate the core multiplayer base. Because really, multiplayer.
You'll have the entire country of Mexico coming after you.
Pretty much, like, genuinely, go check Mexico's most played on Xbox, and Gears 5 is still way flipping up.
I'm aware. I just think that it's unfortunate because I love so much about all of the systems on offer here.
Yeah.
But hey, sorry, I'm 42 and I have no interest to get good. I want to be able to just,
especially with the mechanic that I don't really want to bother learning.
I think I'm just going to say that like, get in and have fun is just Horde.
Yeah,
that's always been there. Yeah.
And that segues us, I guess, to the other side of the Gears coin, which is, I think Horde is fantastic.
Yeah, like, that was a ton of fun and intense.
And it has it has a nice, meaningful feeling progression that isn't too fast and didn't feel too long with the weapon parts to unlock various mods and different things for your guns.
And the match
really change them up. And match length can be anywhere between 10 if you want to do a blitz, up to like an hour if you really focus on side stuff.
Yeah.
Or like start helping out everyone, which
Yep.
I started doing a little bit. I'm like, oh, this is pretty fun. What the heck?
Yeah, you do. It feels like you're in a race, but you only are if you actually start a main objective. Like start a main or a side objective.
Yeah.
You got a timer.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can just be on the map helping people a lot.
Yeah.
Before you have to do anything.
Which is good. I do think they still will probably have a casual 4v4 mode. And like it won't be just ranked playlist, which let's see if that gets any traction. But Horde,
well, that's
you're right.
it's in the beta at the moment, mate. But there's nothing.
Yeah, but right now it's only people playing this game are people that pre-ordered have Game Pass, so it's already a bit of like a, you know what I mean?
No.
Not a
It
hardcore
broke
crowd, but
10,000.
like,
It was 14,000 concurrents on Steam, which was surprising to me. I didn't think it'd be that high.
It's the highest it's ever had. But like, if you, Ursula, you know, I think
Ursula.
it would be naive to think that the hardcore I want to dominate Gears multiplayer population. If you think that they're not going to just happily hop into social and not just sit
yes.
ranked,
Next
100%.
weekend,
In fact,
in the open beta, that's the one you'll get to play the most noobs. and
that's
have
the
fun.
test.
Yeah.
yeah, even in Halo, the pros or really high ranking players, they play ranked and then they play Fiesta. That's it. Those are the two modes they juggle between the heaviest social mode and then the sweatiest of sweats. So you're right, 100%.
It's always blown my mind whenever I used to like load into Infinite and be like, oh, you know, let's jump on with the boys and play some Fiesta. And they'd be like, why is this so fucking sweaty?
Yes.
And you'd suddenly be like,
how is it that like out of 5 Fiesta matches I have, all 5 go to 49.50? Wow, your matchmaking system's pretty good in that sense, but does it have to be? Does it have to be for
sometimes and
Super
look, this
Fiesta?
is just this is human beings. Sometimes, like, you are the team that gets stomped.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to be doing the stomping. All right. Like I have very fond memories of like doing the lap in standoff on Halo 3 with their flag in your hog and just being like, we're not capping it yet because we're just going to kill you for another 10 minutes and we just driving.
I've been on mostly the opposite end of that in terms of Halo 3 memories, and it literally made me stop playing online. I chose, you know what? I'm not going to keep getting live. This was not fun at all. So there's a balance.
No, the balance is for the actual longevity of a online multiplayer game. It needs good SBMM. And that's what it always ends up coming back to almost every time. Now, it can't be too strong where every match, like Titanfall 2 was amazing, but every match was like the most intense, epic thing ever because the SBMM was so strong. But it still needs to be there. It needs to not feel like it's pretty much always a stomp one way or the other. It doesn't also need to be... That balance is incredibly hard to get, and people are now heavily influenced by rage baiters and people online looking to monetize and, you know, focus on outrage.
I think they will nerf the movement a little bit. Not completely. It'll still be there. But then they won't remove the exploits that people have found, but they will nerf the movement a bit. It's a beta. I mean, even in Halo Infinite, when they had the August stuff, what they do, they nerfed the commando to the flipping ground after that, and then they nerfed a couple other things too.
It was a shame. I loved the beta commando.
I loved the straight up, 100%.
It was so
and
fucking
it was
good.
nerfed for like a year and a half until they finally realized, okay, we got to bring it back up.
Like in 3, I used to love the carbine. I'd always pick up the carbine.
Yeah.
But I think
100%.
one of the prime examples of overbalancing has been Destiny. Destiny and Destiny 2. We're always trying to balance a PvP and a PvE environment where you brought your PvE loot into PvP, and which would lead to massive imbalancing if you had to
You're dead. Last whisper. You're dead. Last whisper. You're dead. Last word, or whatever the hell that stupid flipping weapon was. God.
Yeah, and they were always nerfing PvE to make PvP better, which pissed people off on both sides. So it's not easy, but what is easy is to recommend Horde Siege, which is fantastic. I can't wait to see what the other maps are. Like this one map is real big. So how big are the others?
This is what Gears has needed. Like, it's that simple. This is the mode that Gears needed. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't really play Horde much because I didn't have friends that were like, hey, let's go just kill enemies and waves. It's fun, sure, but it wasn't really my thing. This has its own progression, has like classes and things you can update and really customize your character, blah, blah, blah. And you don't need to like worry about like tower defense, which I don't kind of want to do in a flipping shooter game. You know what I mean? This is what Gears needed, I should say. My question to you, John. How well do you think E-Day needs to do compared to Gears 5, let's say? Let's say this is multiplayer versus, right? Let's say like they're okay with only having, not the sweats necessarily, but the core Gear audience. Or do you think they still need versus to do like really well widespread?
No, I think that if it were me in charge of the coalition and what the what they should be doing, I would be putting more investment into Siege. I think they've made something really compelling. I've seen lots of hardcore traditional Horde fans be like, hey, where's my levels 1 to 50, find a location, pin it down on multiplayer maps. That doesn't look like it's a thing this time, at least right now in this beta. But I would be doubling down on this. This could be their Helldivers 2 moment if they play it in the right way. But the question is what the studio heads have in mind. Like, they've built an entire open world city and use it.
And the size feels right. Super cool. The size feels like just right for the 12 people on there.
It's great. I want to see more of it, and I want to see the mode evolve. I don't know what, like, Jesse, the question was, I don't know if you heard that if you were away, but like, what do you think that the coalition is just going to release this and do their plan as stated, the roadmap, or do you think that they should throw more investment in? Do you think they should make changes to multiplayer? Where do you stand on it, Jess?
The only way that any of these ever become like successful live service games is if they just have the entirety of a publisher behind them most of the time.
Yeah.
So the amount of investment to make it something that would be worth, you know, having be your sole focus for years is not worth it for 99% of the games that come out because they cannot find an audience. Like finding an audience is lightning in a bottle. How you monetize it, how much you spend. I would much rather smart spending, smart scopes, move on when it's time to move on. Keep a small, like I like what Bethesda's done with Starfield. It's a lot better than what they did with Skyrim or with Fallout 4, where they moved on way too quick and they didn't have a little team there constantly working on and adding in more to the game.
Yeah, tweaking.
Yeah, they're still there, plugging away on Starfield. Have a small team, people you partner with, like with State of Decay 2 when they were having that being done, or how Sea of Thieves has been for a while, even though it hasn't been going great. Do better than they are. Funny enough, the PlayStation 5 port seemed to be like the beginning of the everything going to shit there. But yeah,
I imagine that's really difficult to keep Sea of Thieves maintained, to be honest.
Well, it's going to be interesting with Grounded, but Grounded again is Eidos Montreal's main thing because they keep having all their other games canceled. And even that's not like a big microtransaction focused game. So I don't want them stuck working on support for this. I would rather get this out, ton of content, get in some more as you can, keep a small team on it rolling, have the next thing in the works and going, and not 7 years away, maybe 3 or 4, because you've done so much of the groundwork. Like, take all this work you've done and reuse it whenever you can. Who cares if they reused Halo Infinite models and shit in Halo Campaign Evolved? Do that more. How does the RGG, how did they get so many amazing Yakuza games out over and over again?
The day From replaces the door opening animation, bro, is the day the world is a darker place, is all I'm saying.
Like, smartly reuse things where they need to be reused without shame. Get shit out every 3 years or so. Like, that is where the industry needs to go, instead of, they need to make this huge. No, the huge games are already there. Microsoft's already got a ton of them. You can't do it with everything, so you got to figure out what is the non-live service game. What is that going to end up being in this space? Because right now, it's everyone pushes for live service, because if you don't hit as a live service, it's the exact same cost as not hitting as a non-games as a service. But the actual money you can make from it is orders of magnitude less.
I'm getting the vibes that they want essentially another Gears game within the next 3 to 4 years. You know what I mean?
I mean, she literally said it in everything she's talked about. They want things quick. They don't want to wait. And people's like, how can you do that? And it's like, this is efficiency and actually focusing and scoping correctly and reusing stuff. And I think the coalition has shown they're as good as anyone at making things look and run pretty. We'll see how the campaign goes. People get to play at a Gamescom in only 2 weeks or so, or whatever that is.
God, holy crap! I read
2.5.
The exact paragraph about them Cosmo Cosmetics, and one thing I didn't realize is there's zero Baidu skip in this game at all.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Where the only way to get certain cosmetics, the coolest ones, other than the collaboration ones, are through playing and using the coins or currency you get by playing, and that's flipping it.
And achievements are actually going to give you stuff, which is
Yes, I love that.
neat.
Old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that about
I love
Infinite too.
Like I have really fond memories of like playing through like Halo 3 and getting those achievements.
You know,
And
little
then
avatar stuff
realizing-
you used to get.
Yeah. And
The cheap
like
helmet?
when you
Robotics.
realize, oh shit, some of these achievements you have to earn in multiplayer and they're really fucking hard. Like, and then you call your mates and be like, okay, guys, switch your console region to Indonesia when it's 4 a.m. over there and jump into the training grounds playlist. And that's how I got the Spartan Laser 2-for-1 achievement.
That's
Right,
funny.
like that's what we did to get those last few achievements that we
Yeah,
just
you do what you got to do.
yeah, do what you got to do. But like even the stuff like the Vidmaster things, like I love the idea in Gears campaign, and I can't wait to like see like all the other paths we can go down and explore. My broader point about Siege though was that I think that there's something super compelling there, and they've got this open world of Kelowna,
In an
the
open
city
world.
itself, and I would love to see that idea expanded upon.
How would you expand on
within
it?
Reason.
But
How
what
would I
you
expand
do?
on it?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Like, how would you continue to keep Siege fresh? Let's say.
Well, right now we've got 3 levels.
Yes,
That's what
yeah.
it's at launch. And I don't know if
Yeah.
they have more planned, right? I don't think they've specified whether they have more planned, but you have to imagine that the game's Kelowna City is vastly bigger.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can you take sections of those parts of the city, rework, tweak them
To
from
be
that
destroyed
campaign?
because it's obviously this is set well after the campaign.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right. So
yes.
blow stuff up, but you're like to your point, Jesse, reusing assets, and like this could be a live war front. It kind of harkens back to
that'd be cool.
Helldivers is an easy comparison because you're going to a planet and you're launching and you're making a difference. But like, what if you were all cog soldiers fighting against the Locust, and you could have. Yeah, we're going to go here. This is where it's needed. Like we need to. Everyone goes to this sector of the city and push back, and it could contribute
More of
towards
the
something
invasion
for the
events
community.
could
Destiny
be like
event
that.
kind of thing.
Well, they have it built in now where they've got the 2 invasion events we've seen where it is everyone should converge on here. Make those bigger, make those harder, I think. And we're
right now
only
it's
on
just
Rookie, actually. I think they'll be really goddamn hard.
The Brumak and the Corpser, right? Are
yeah,
the two.
were the two. The
game,
Brumac's pretty easy. Corpser's not too hard, but is very long. And I'm guessing that starting with bumping up the difficulty really bumps up the difficulty right now.
Oh yeah.
So,
Holy
they
crap.
probably don't have to
What
make
was
them
that?
harder. I'm curious. Well, it's mostly you have to stay next to each other in a way that you don't in Rookie. Like you can run off on your own.
And
be
you probably
fine in
need to
Rookie.
really use the abilities. Like I played the assault class and has like a shockwave ability. I think I used that thing like twice.
Oh yeah, then there's super
Right.
short cooldowns. Like you should use them whenever you want.
Yeah. The medic ability is kind of broken.
The main thing
Dude, I had
will
this
be
thing
how
like
much
that.
can you reuse what you already have? Because I think you brought up Helldivers. One of the main issues with Helldivers on a far worse, harder to use engine, they had to keep fixing it. They barely ever added like new content. Even some of the new content they added was just stuff from the first game kind of making a return. Because the first game is shockingly similar to 2 if you've never played it. It was just directly top down instead of third person. So how much more is there for this that we didn't get to see in these betas? How much more is in the planning, in the works? Like we don't know.
Intrigued.
Yeah, for the most part right now, it's hopes more than expectations.
I definitely had some really. I had this one really cinematic moment, and I don't think you guys even noticed. Whereas a flipping Retcher was on me, executing me essentially, but I last one I can keep spamming say allow. One of you guys just blew its head off, and I'm like, whoa, I'm good, I'm alive, holy crap! Like that
cool.
felt so cool. Like that was a sniper shot, so it was a mile away.
I love it. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun, and it's probably where the lion's share. Like I'm hopeful for the multiplayer in that. Like I love the idea of playing a cover-based multiplayer shooter, like an arena shooter. But the reality is, and I have to just acknowledge the reality, it's probably going to devolve into Nashers and these wall bouncing movement mechanics, and that just means that this multiplayer part of the game isn't for me. And I will just move on and not worry about it. It's not going to stop me from really enjoying the co-op campaign. Like when we get that for whenever that review time comes around, like that's going to be we're going to review that. Hopefully. Thank you. Please, Microsoft, 4 codes, me, Jesse, 2 others of the team. And we're going to play through that and we're going to give that a full 4v4, a 4-player playthrough. But multiplayer, I don't know, man. I feel like they need to make changes, but they're probably not going to. So it is what it is.
I barely registered or cared about the multiplayer, which
fair.
Yeah. That's how that series has always kind of been for me.
Yeah. I think that's true for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now, that's not the only game that's been talked about a fair bit this week, because Jesse has been a busy boy and has been playing through Beast of Reincarnation, Game Freak's new hack and slash action RPG-ish game, I'm going to call it.
Most reviews called it a Souls-like.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know why they would do that. Jesse, Beast of Reincarnation. Tell us how did you find it?
It's a game of some cool highs and some frustrating lows. Overall, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the first half. I kind of enjoyed the second half. The gameplay got better as it goes along because you unlock more and you're just getting stronger and stronger, and it's super cool. But the story pacing for the English dub,
please don't do this again,
can be a little slow when you're speaking with Brad. And there's a lot of people like, why is there a guy named Brad in future Japan? It's like, he says he's a white guy. He's not from Japan. Like he
should be called Chad.
Yeah. Like he's an old white guy scientist who's not from Japan. That's why his name's Brad. Her name being Emma's a little weirder but also there are story reasons for all of it. It gets explained without making it all weird.
Brad.
It's on Unreal Engine 5. It's also, I think, the first game I've played, and I had someone yelling at me in the comments for mentioning that it felt like this, but I've had a lot of people who loaded this up and played it on Xbox. It really feels like it's doing shader compilation the first time you play it on Xbox. It runs horribly for hours, and then you close it and you come back, and it was perfect the rest of the time. Zero issue. Because it ran fine for me on PC. Like, it's not a graphical powerhouse. It's Unreal Engine 5. It has some really nice character design, some incredible vistas. Like, a lot of screenshots from my review, I think, are absolutely gorgeous. And then it has the near automata thing of being bland and hideous whenever there's a city structure around. It also has the near automata thing of having incredible music. That music always plays. It's never not playing. So John would be annoyed. As a very anime uwu future weird thing though, and not a Gooner game. Like, she's always wearing that giant coat and shit. It's not about TNA. But it's still pretty anime in its stylings. It had a really cool premise, a really cool setup, and very thoroughly mediocre answers.
Oh, I was about to ask. Did it at least
No, it ended up being almost the exact thing I had guessed, which isn't bad. But when you're going for that Attack on Titan style of mysterious adventure set across time, and then it's just a very basic thing. Not the most interesting. Gameplay, though, very fun hack and slash with a mix of like the real-time active battle system combat is something like Final Fantasy remakes, but better than those play, I think. People yell at me. I'm not a huge...
People really like the remake gameplay system a lot.
This one mixes in more of like the character action with a focus on parrying, and that hits more for me. And plus, I find while the talking in this game, in Japanese it's fine, because I think a lot of the pacing is set for Japanese language, which can take longer to say things at times, depending on what they're saying and how it's going.
Can you press A to get to the next line of dialogue?
It plays the entire animation whether you skip the dialogue or not. So
that's the worst.
So the whole time the animation will be playing out still happens just with no noise or talking or anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that is one of the main. It was my main issue with the game.
Yeah. Okay.
I still got by it. Like, in the end, it's not so bad that I went full Nick with one freaking thing playing yesterday on Halo, and he was legitimately getting furious that John didn't skip it. I'm like, oh my god, you really do hate cutscenes. But it's fun. It is a character action game. You're leveling up whenever you kill something. There's no real upgrade currency besides money. It is pretty much the only thing, and you're constantly using it to upgrade your weapons, which just give you... They're all the exact same two-hand sword, but they have their own different effects and stuff that they'll do.
Okay.
Your dog Ku has a whole bunch of spells he can cast, and he can get pretty strong. it was a fairly easy game overall. But it does have like a new game plus, which is meant to make it harder, but doesn't because you're so strong by then that I was just tearing through everything. Yeah. Very Elden Ring style. But yeah, it is a solid character action RPG, mainly focused on the story.
Okay.
So
how long is it roughly? Would you say?
I don't remember. It's in my review. I think it was like
20 hours.
I was like 20.
But you did it in 23 hours, if memory serves.
Yes, there you go. They told me 35 plus, and I did it in 23.
Oh,
but I also just had someone tell me it'll be 30 to 50, and I did it in 23 and a half again. I'm not great at, but also I found everything I wanted to. Like I'm not bad at exploration. I just also don't feel I need to 100% anything. So my times, my times 100%. Are always shorter than everyone else I like talk to. So I don't know.
Yeah,
that's good. A heavy reuse of enemy types, especially on bosses. Like you'll fight the same boss sometimes 3 or 4 times across the various levels. It's not an open world. They are linear worlds. It's got its strengths. It's got its weaknesses. Overall, I enjoyed it.
Nice. I'm looking forward to playing it. I was going to give it like a couple of weeks to kind of just like patch stuff up.
I have, to be fair to some of Jesse's points there, they have actually already publicly said like, hi, we're going to be, as of like this coming week, we're going to be working on some patches for pacing, which presumably might allow players to kind of skip the dialogue forward if you've read it, rather than
or if they can literally just not have gigantic pauses in between. Because, so imagine,
please,
I have said a sentence. Okay, are you going to reply?
Why is my? Can you like
that long of a break?
Reporting news?
Like it's literally 2 people sitting next to each other, and he'll say, "Well, I am Brad. What do you think, Emma?" And then 3 to 5 seconds will go along, and she'll go, "Okay."
Oh, no.
Like it happens a lot because she's like a blank slate. She has no emotions. She's very very monotone to begin with, and so yeah, it's a thing.
Okay, all right.
Why'd you move your camera, John?
I don't know. I was trying to fix it, and now I'm like, I don't know where I'm meant to be. As well as that, you also streamed a fair bit of Water Park Simulator.
That looked fun.
I did.
I mean, it's not something I would jump into. But
so I think it's a 4-player co-op game. Man, I can't remember.
Slop.
Yeah, when the hell did I just streamed it on Monday as well. I was just looking for some. It's one of them goofy goofball type of run around, do a bunch of dumb crazy shit as you're simulating in air quotes. You got a hammer, you got a mop, you got people who want to come into your dingy shitty place, and you got to make money up it. You got to talk to this guy who's got cucumbers on his eyes out on the street. So yeah, eventually you're just running around. You can do it all solo. It is easier in a group, so you might want to do like a normal mode with a group and easy solo. Not me, I was too dumb. But yeah, so you're starting small, and eventually you are making something very big. I can only show off the small for now, but I've seen some people making actual water parks and not just little pools and cabanas and stuff. Like you unlock all the grids, and you got a huge ton of space, and you're leveling up things to constantly unlock more. It's fun. It's It's a mix. If you're wondering how stressful is it as one of these, before the park opens, no timers. Do whatever you want, however long you want. Take your time, no problem. Moment the park opens, it never stops. As you get bigger and bigger, you can hire NPCs to do a lot of the menial tasks for you, but you might have the mafia show up and demand you take loans from them. And if you don't, they say, all right, we're going to ruin your park. And so you got to fight them and push them and then pick them up, and you can just throw them 300 feet. It's very goofy and funny, and has a surprising amount of depth to it. It is, as far as I know, it's on Xbox and PC and PlayStation. I can't imagine it's crossplay, but it'd be cool if it was. It might have invite codes, which means it could be. I never know in these. I haven't tried. I've only played it solo. I don't think it's expensive. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. It also, quite often, NPCs have the biggest asses you've ever seen. It's just the thing. You can make them, when you make your own character, they can just go like, whoosh. They can have a bigger badonk than you've ever seen. And John, you really moved your camera a lot. I got to fix you in this one too. You're not even on camera.
I don't know what I've changed. Sorry. My bad.
Me bad.
Like, I'm all cut off. I'm like, hello.
Yeah, there, you're fine now. But yes, that is Water Park Simulator. Probably probably one of those things I jump into for a long time on streams.
Yeah, it's cool. The co-op aspect is cool too, especially if like people can be like building crab while you're like, on the ground.
Oh yeah, because
so
there's you need someone to sell tickets, you need to sell hot dogs and popcorn and lemonade, and you need someone to repair stuff, you need someone to clean stuff. Like all that has to happen all at the same time as you get bigger and bigger. And early on, you only have like one NPC, and I just had a lady with a hammer fixing everything. So I do everything else, but yeah, as you level up, you can do more and more, and the more people you got, the more you can cover.
Fun times.
That's math.
What have you been playing, John? That we haven't already talked about that you can't talk about.
Speaking of friend slop, I have
the people in gaming coverage will fight you if you call this game friend slop.
No, it's not. I'm just joking around. I have been playing and absolutely loving Big Walk from House, the developers of Untitled Goose Game.
You know what some people are calling this, John? This year's Blueprints. A game that is excellent, that the gaming media is never going to shut up about.
So, look, I haven't finished Big Walk yet, but I totally understand why it's getting the praise it's getting. And as always with these sorts of games, it is appealing to a very specific type of person. And ideally, it's all about who you play it with. Fundamentally, and I'm still working on my review, and look, I'm not going to publish it until I release the review, until I finish the game, because I need to know like everything. But I've been thinking about nothing else, like to the point where I'm annoyed that my friends aren't available.
Is it like a mystery game? Like,
no, so it is fundamentally, it's a game about communication. You are these little 3 circle sphere bird-like characters with long googly legs and arms and circle hands, and when you talk your beak kind of goes wow, 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 wow. And you can manipulate the world around you. You can pick stuff up, you can find a backpack, you can find a side holster and clip stuff onto you. There's walkie-talkies, there's flares, there's compasses, there's maps. It can support up to 12 players.
And it is a co-op puzzle game. It's all about puzzles. For someone looking confused.
Yeah, I was. I'm
primarily,
like, what do you do?
it is a cooperative puzzler. Where it is unique is that all of the puzzles kind of revolve around the theme of communication. And honestly, a big essential part of this is the joy of communication and the joy of discovery. So I don't want to actually spoil too much and like say like this and this, but essentially you'll start the game off in this kind of playground room, right, where you kind of like, it's got signs on the wall that say this button does this, and you can do silly things like you can sit down fully, and if you sit down fully on a slope, you'll slide like you're at a park. If you sit down on the edge, your legs will dangle over the edge and just do that. It's really adorable. You can pick stuff up and you can kind of emote by holding your arms up in the air or punching them out side to side. So you can kind of start building a little way of communicating when you can't speak.
Okay, so that's the big thing I was missing is no one's on Discord here.
No,
you're not verbally communicating.
It is blasphemy.
Okay, that's right.
It is voiceover. Okay, it's in-game VoIP, like it is
proximity chat,
but it's very short proximity too, unless you get the megaphone.
Yes, there's a megaphone, and you will, if you wander off, and suddenly you'll be like, "Guys, where are you?" And when it gets dark, it's real dark.
And if you've got the megaphone, that's all you've got. You can't then do anything else. So you've always got to. It's always a give and take. It's very for the gamers out there, like it's very Destiny raid like in that you need to have these. Oh, that's the squiggly line man. That's reverse 7. Like they'll have signs, and you got to match signs, and you're yelling through each other through walls and stuff like that. Like it's very you will come up with your group's version of how to fix every puzzle, and that is the game. That's what makes it so good.
There's some really clever stuff, like and it requires cooperation. So I'm currently playing it with 3 or 4 other friends, depending upon who's available. Only the hosts progress, so I'm the host, so they can't play the current game we've got without me there. So we're waiting, and it's just a case. That's why I haven't got the review out yet, because like no one is online again and around again until tomorrow. House say it's 12 to 20 hours to complete. We think we're probably going to do it all in one more 3-4 hour session tomorrow, and we've only played about 6 hours so far.
Okay.
So
and it's exclusively not on Xbox for anyone.
It is
wondering.
exclusively not on Xbox, which is a real shame for Xbox gamers because there's such a lovely magical game here if you've got the right group of friends to play it with. And with my group, we've been playing games together for so long. And I'll give you guys one example. We went into a room. There's 4 of us, and in each corner of the room there is a switch, right? And the game doesn't tell you what to do, but there's a switch that we can all press. And the first time we go in, it's like, okay, everyone's got to press a switch, and you're just at the edge of hearing in this room. That's how big the room is. And we all press the switch, and suddenly the lights go out, and we're like, oh, KP, that's the light switch. Go further into the corner, right? So he goes into the corner. We press the switch. A soundproof barrier comes up that's glass, and it separates the 2 on that side and the 2 on this side. And then the puzzle rises up. They've got 5 symbols to match, or like they've got a selection of like 10 symbols on pegs, and we've got the answer to the solution. But before any of that happens, there's a switch on the rafters, but we don't know it's there. It's out of our eye line. So they're on the other side of this glass. The comms doesn't work anymore. We can't hear them.
Yeah, but you can see.
They're going like, and we're like doing this back, and they're like, and then they're like, dung, 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 pointing at the window, and it makes all the sound effects. It was hilarious. And then suddenly we're figuring it out, and suddenly they realize once we press the switch, all these symbols come up. They start laying them out in front of us, and then we go and look, and we're like pointing at the glass like, this one's number 1, and then you start working that out. There was another one where they had to again find some poses to put in a right order, but the answers were like a mile away, and you had to use binoculars. So 2 of us went off, and we were doing the pose. So like you had to crouch with one arm in the air. Okay, that's the answer for number 1. But then how do we communicate that back? We didn't have walkie-talkies at this point. So we were like, do they understand that we've got that? So we just jumped. And we've been playing together so long, my friends knew jumping means, do you got that? So they jumped back. And we're like, right, now we can move on. And it's that kind of wonderful, like hilarity of it. And it's also tactile and physics-based and funny and cute. Honestly, I've thought about nothing else but playing it for this weekend. I am genuinely excited to play again tomorrow. Like, I can't wait to finish that game and find out what lies beyond the rest of
Sony was showing this game for a while, right? On like their various shows.
It was on a couple here and there, yeah.
Yeah, it was only got announced in 2023. So, but I think it's great, and I totally understand the scores it's been getting. Anyone that's like, oh, there's no single player. Oh, I haven't got friends. Well, look, it's not for you.
It's not for you.
But,
that's simple.
But if you've got a good group of friends, I cannot recommend it enough. Like, I think you will have a good time. So, yeah, Big Walk. Good game. Good game. That's about it, really. The only other thing I quickly dabbled in was the Reanimal DLC, which got announced yesterday at the THQ Nordic Showcase. And yeah, it's Reanimal. I'm about halfway through it. It's only about 60 to 90 minutes long. I literally had a quick go before a friend of mine had to bail. If you liked Reanimal, it's more twisted, weird Reanimal stuff from Tarsier Studios. So
there's one more thing that I think Ursel should talk about that he and I finished yesterday's marathon stream on.
Oh yeah.
I was very happy to be able to introduce him to the stupid fun of Evil West.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah. What did you think of it?
Honestly, at the very, very beginning of the tutorial, I'm like, okay, this is fun, but it's not like fully grabbing. And then you get like friggin' like fancy like electric abilities, and you can get like the flipping Raiden dash, like, and then the game starts getting like really fun. It's good. It's really good. A little glitchy, I think, in co-op because I don't think it was fully made.
It was always there.
Really?
Yep. But yeah, we ran into one complete soft lock where.
Oh, we did. Yes, I forgot about that. But that's when normal.
We ended. But yeah, it was just, it's on Game Pass still. It's not Play Anywhere. Yeah. It is on both console and PC. But it's a real mix of melee and ranged in a way that most games aren't. I think the closest would be like, what if you had an arcade mode version of something that played similar to Space Marine 2, where there was that mix. But this one
was really cool.
Very arcade.
It was the way it does I have like 4 or 5 different weapons, but all usable with one controller because I don't need to reload them individually for one. It's essentially like cooldown periods, but I press just this for my pistol. I hold down, then I press it, then it's my my rifle, that kind of stuff. A really creative usage of how to. I've always to this point I've been saying controllers need more buttons. This game took advantage of every button we flip and have, and I'm sure I'm still getting more.
It was Doom the Dark Ages, like in how it was smart with its contextual stuff.
Yes,
but
exactly.
Extremely bad voiceovers, really bad. Yeah. Part of the charm, but it's not good.
Part of the charm.
Yeah,
part of the charm. It's like Immortals of Avium. It has like crazy. I know Jesse didn't like it, but like I completely worked for me. The whole B movie vibe style of the voice acting and the story. I loved it. You got to know what you're getting into.
Evil West is fun.
Does look cool. I don't think I've ever played it.
It's not long either. Roughly around 10 hours or so.
I'll probably install it on Xbox too. It's got whole level up trees and shit. Like it's surprisingly deep.
It's very pretty. Like it looks really
but it's
good.
very Unreal Engine 4 performance wise. So you will just get hitches out of nowhere, no matter what your settings are on PC.
Yeah. Oh. Speaking of PC and all the games we played, anyone listening, you know what? Who didn't have any problems loading into games and loading shaders? Me, because I was on Xbox for most of the time. PC gaming sucks. PC gaming is the worst.
Funny enough, it would have been a lot better for you on AMD because the advanced shader delivery actually works most of the time there. It's like the Gears, like when I had the Gears beta on the 7900 XTX, just load it, no problem, no need to do shader compilation. So hopefully that comes through.
Admittedly, that's a problem that should hopefully be gone in the next couple of years.
They're supposedly working on it. Like all of them. It's AMD, NVIDIA, and Intel all working with Microsoft. So we'll see.
We can but hope. All right.
Okay.
That's everything we've been playing after an hour of conversation. And good, because video games is what it's all about, really. There is some news stuff that we can talk about. I don't think we really need to talk about everything in the showrunner today because, honestly, some of it's kind of whatever. But before we dive into the news, as always,
this is a terrible segue. You literally started talking about the news, so I played the news music.
I know, and then I thought, I know what will really wind this guy up. Is this we'll talk about the news right after these messages to remind everyone how to support DayOne.
Well, I'm just going to have to do this to you then. See you in a bit. Welcome to DayOne.
From PC to PlayStation, Switch to Xbox,
we're all about one thing: video games.
With a gorgeous new website,
best-in-class community forums, and a kick-ass Discord server,
our sole focus is on bringing you the latest in news, reviews, and features.
From the biggest games to amazing indie titles, we try to do it all so you can focus on what you're going to play day one.
Beyond our regular live streams, we've got the DayOne show, listened to in over 60 countries across the planet,
and our twice-weekly news-focused broadcast headlines, keeping you up to date and in the know on all things gaming.
If you love video games, you're in the right place.
Help us stand toe-to-toe with the biggest sites out there and consider supporting us directly.
Just head to playday.one/memberships
and enjoy things like exclusive videos and game giveaways every week.
Thank you for your support.
That's right. If you aren't a DayOne member yet, you really should be. But enough about that. Jesse wants to talk about the news. It's time
the
for
news of us getting to Gamescom. If you're wondering what that giant bar down there is a link in chat. Streamlabs.com/Xbox Era, because you're never allowed to change your link on YouTube. We will be that forever. Because they don't actually hand those out anymore, as far as I know. But yeah, so we're still trying to get there, and we still will honor, if we get to $3,500 sometime reasonably soon before Gamescom, Ursel has promised to go platinum blonde.
Amazing.
Whoa.
Before making another color.
Swore.
Because literally, there's no point in coloring your hair if you don't go platinum blonde first to strip it.
Yeah, you have to dye it blonde.
That's actually
first.
A thing, huh?
No, it is.
Yes, it's 100% a thing.
Because look how gray I am gray. And I put purple Manic Panic in here, and it barely showed up.
Yeah, you have to be white blonde first, mate.
What if it's just like a streak or like tips?
You can be frosted. If you do the whole Guy Fieri frosted tip thing, and you're going, "Hey, brother, diners, drive-ins, and dives, all right," and you're just eating pies all the time,
Ursel in his Nickelback era, it'd be great.
I would love to get Nick in Germany again, but he already took
photograph.
Abdul, to get Nick in
That's
Germany
Nickelback.
on its own, to get Nick there is double that bar. So
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
probably not.
But yeah, no. For those listening, I absolutely will. I do not. I mean, hopefully we do because this community is amazing and awesome. We reached the amount, and I think we're leaving. What today's the 8th, and
It's
like
normally the Monday of
24th.
that week is when we go, so the 24th.
Yeah, so there's a good 2 weeks. I'd say if let's say at least like 3 or 4 days before we go, and I will honor it if we make it that far. And if we do, we'll make something probably even flipping crazier for the 5,000.
You know that if you don't, and we have hit it by the point you get to Gamescom, Kat will bring the platinum blonde dyeing gear, and she will quite happily be like, I get to make over Ursula, and she will do it. She'll be delighted to help. You should have seen her when she was putting the green. Like after my hair had gone blonde, I swear to God, she was applying the green, and she was like manic laughter because she was like, "Look how green it is." I was like, "Is it green?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's green." So, and it's funny. I said to her today, she was like, "So hot pink, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because if you didn't know, if you're just tuning in,
Yes.
Because we hit $2,500 raised yesterday during the Gamescom fundraiser. The Mohawk's going hot pink for Gamescom this year. And I sort of said to her earlier today, I was like, well, maybe like kind of like a radical neon green into hot pink. And she was like,
There we go.
I don't think you promised neon green and pink. I think you just promised pink. I was like, yeah, but I just, I might as well go
I'm
all
giving
out. She's
people
like,
a little preview of what you're going to look like.
all hot pink.
What?
It'll take a
I
few
think you're
seconds
just
to
making
pop
me
up.
look like Wanda.
No, it'll pop up. Don't worry.
Oh,
I figured it out.
Okay. For a second, you look like Yondu, and I'm like, huh, all right.
We got to do it with Ursula too.
Good luck.
Yeah. It's fun times.
It's not fun times. Is the news.
Yeah.
Straight up.
The
Holy
news
crap.
is causing some controversy this week, and the biggest story is, of course, that Rockstar have finally made some noise and confirmed when we will actually get to see what Grand Theft Auto 6 looks like in moment-to-moment gameplay, with an extended deep dive look on Thursday, August 27th during Gamescom. Fun for us, and it's coming first to Netflix. So this is, we don't know the length of the broadcast. There's some people that think it's half an hour long. Yeah. But this is exclusive to Netflix before, I think a few hours later coming to YouTube channels.
6 hours later, it will be on Rockstar's YouTube channel, not Sony's. It's been an interesting... So Sony definitely has the marketing, but it's very different than 5, because GTA 5 was like, this game's on Sony. It's just on PlayStation. Eat shit, everyone else, even though it was on Xbox the whole time. But their marketing was allowed to just be right down the line. Nope, this is just here. And this time it's very much feels like Take-Two is like, when you guys are doing something, you can say plays best on it. You can't intimate in the similar ways you used to, because I think they know what they have. And even in their earnings call, they were like, boy, these pre-order numbers have absolutely blown our minds. We had no idea. And we were really positive about it. We're not going to bother saying it because, you never know. We don't want to jinx anything. But holy shit, this is way bigger than we thought it was going to be. They even as much as they knew that they had a super mega hit, I think it's still vastly exceeding their expectations. So, we're everywhere.
The controversy here is that people are like, oh, they've paywalled a trailer. I think Chris String, the Game Business, made a reasonably good kind of comment on this. He said, isn't this just the digital version of the Game Informer exclusive cover?
Mm-hmm. And a lot shorter.
And I'm like, yeah.
It's like IGN first.
It doesn't bother me. And I don't think this can become a norm because GTA is a singular entity.
Yep. Nothing would garner people subscribing to a platform like Netflix for 6 hours besides this game. Nothing. Everyone would just wait. Yep. This is the only thing that there's actually going to be people be like, I'll do their free trial. And if 2% of them forget to cancel that free trial, and they're happy.
And forget even just subscribing. I feel like a lot of people would be like, hey, do I have access to Netflix for this? Because I haven't watched anything on there for 3-4 months. Oh, hey, I do. Sure, I'll tune in.
But then that might remind people that they haven't used it in 4 months and they cancel.
No, but on the flip side, it'll be like, oh, hey, this movie looks interesting, or oh, hey, that show looks cool. You know what I mean? Like the Netflix wants you to open their homepage if you haven't in months, and even if you're still subbed, they still want you interacting with their crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. So I've seen some confusion regarding things. It's definitely Netflix that paid. I say definitely, but I mean almost assuredly, it's Netflix that paid money to Rockstar to be like, hey, we want to show your crap on our thing.
Sure.
Well, they've had a relationship, I think, where they had the GTA games like in the Netflix app or something like that. The old one.
Was there? I'm not sure if it's in the headlines, but there was an interview, right, with the head of Take-Two.
Strauss Zelnick.
He said something like, "You'll understand why why it's on Netflix at the."
Yeah, well, I think when shareholders asked or an interviewer asked, it was like, "Yeah, it'll make sense when it airs," but who knows what that means with executives?
I mean, I'm expecting it to blow people away. I mean, this is something like if you think back to when they showed off GTA 5 and they showed off the mechanic of you hot swapping between the 3 protagonists. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. They're like, you could just go and visit and see what they're doing, and it would zoom up from, I can't remember all their names, Mike and Trevor and someone else.
Franklin, yeah.
Yeah, is it? I don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Franklin,
and it would go, zoom, boom, boom, and zoom across the map,
and it was
back down,
and it took forever on old consoles.
It took forever,
and then it was very fast on PC, and now it's fast on new consoles.
Yeah. So like, I'm wondering what they're going to bring. Like, it's tons of like interest behind it, obviously,
it's
because
9 p.m. Thursday in Germany if we are at Gamescom. So maybe we could, if we're just eating at home, we can just say, "Hey, this internet here is good enough. We can watch this." If we have Netflix,
I wonder
Germany.
how though, because if you like, VPN, if you run OBS whilst Netflix is running, it captures nothing but a black stream.
You turn off hardware acceleration.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just a Windows option thing, and then boom, suddenly the back screen's gone. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as someone who's tried to watch
we'll
some things
react
on stream or capture them before, just
Actually,
hardware
Alvin,
acceleration.
A good point. It could be that Netflix actually produced this after getting content of the thing.
I would imagine they did.
Actually, yeah, that's true. It's not just
They
like
like
a trailer
spending
Rockstar
money.
made. Like, hey, here's Netflix. Yeah.
Netflix's business model is to never-endingly spend money.
The last thing I want to mention is, did you guys see his comments on cloud gaming? Because I think that was kind of interesting.
Everyone it's 3 years from
everyone that runs
viable.
video games wants cloud streaming bad because they'll control it all.
Not just that. I think it's potentially a really accessible. And for them, whatever. But I mean, like for the average user, not having to pay $1,400 to build a PC.
Yeah, it's still bad though in the long run if you don't have any control over the hardware or anything like that, and it's all tied to subs. It will be bad. What isn't bad, and I did laugh at, was the Elemental Hero, the Shadow Link Dragon Wolf game.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I see a red flag with GTA 6 and Netflix.
Of course you do.
Who did you watch that said that, and what was their actual point?
What is the red flag here?
I don't know.
Like
marketing deals
I'm curious.
As old as time. It's just a marketing deal for a deep dive on a game. That's right there. You can buy it for $80 if you want. Don't buy it if you don't want to.
You can wait 6 hours and watch it on YouTube for free.
Yep.
Like, it's just a game. It's not going
technically
anywhere.
It's not free. You have to pay for your internet, and your time is money, and they'll serve you ads if you don't watch premium. So that is a legit concern.
Product, you are the product.
Yeah. You're always paying in some way, whether it's your money or your time.
That's true.
Or your information.
YouTube Premium
that granular.
is one of the best subs out there, though. Just as much as I dislike Google,
he's right.
It's a fantastic sub.
Netflix tabs are red, is what Travis said. So yeah, it's a red tab, not a red flag.
Nice.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to seeing it, man. Like, and every time with Grand Theft Auto, I look at it and I'm like, I don't care. And then the FOMO gets me, and I buy it, and I play it, and then I'm like bored, and then I move on with my life.
Have you beaten a GTA game before?
GTA 2, 3, GTA London.
So not a real one.
London, England?
Yeah, it was GTA London. They were top-down ones.
There's a GTA London? What?
Yeah, it was just a top-down one set in London. Had the Union Jack all over the place.
I got to the last level on GTA 4.
And you couldn't make the choice between your cousin or your love, because there was no good choice.
No, it was something. I think it was something that really bugged me with the combat, and I just got really frustrated, and then just never went back.
The red flag is that other countries don't have access to Netflix in different countries. That's what people are pointing out. Netflix is like
Netflix
wait
is
6 hours.
global. Netflix.
What countries don't like? I guess North Koreans will be upset.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if. Well, I guess yeah. I guess.
I mean, in general, they're probably pretty good at getting around things if they really want to. Most people are. Right? Most people just use a VPN.
Even like China, even though it has like the Great Firewall, Chinese people know if they want to get around it, they can get around it.
So yeah, it's the main three: China, North Korea, Crimea, Syria. He really
China doesn't have Netflix?
I guess they've never had actual Netflix, but the people there are smart, and I'm sure they can get it if they want. Or somebody will just be streaming it, and they'll find that stream. But I don't think that's an actual concern.
You know what else China also doesn't have? YouTube.
Yep.
So I guess if they put it on YouTube,
Rockstar's Billy account, maybe.
Yeah, they're all them.
I don't know. Like, I feel like if it just like, I feel like everybody just always wants to be mad at something. It's just an advert for a thing that the majority of the people listening to this show are probably already going to
look
buy.
What I found. It is Rockstar's Billy account. If anyone's wondering, it's I mean, it's not going to show up. It's just a giant white thing because I can't read Chinese characters, but they do have an account there. This is like one of their big social media platforms, so I wouldn't be shocked if they posted.
China has. It's not like this like dystopian society. There's like hundreds of millions of consumers in China. They still access this stuff. They just do it other ways. Like they don't have Google Maps there. In fact, what they have, Baidu Maps. Honestly, everything I've seen is kind of better because they got all that government data. There's this thing where apparently it'll calculate your route based on lights. It knows when they turn red and green, and so it'll take that into consideration on what route you take when you map.
I would also say
that's really cool.
He replied, "There's other countries that are effectively. I'm guessing affected too. They'll
like Russia,
wait 6 hours.
North Korea, Crimea. Like, come on.
Yeah. Like there were other places you probably couldn't have bought Game Informer and seen the coverage. Like it's
also, I'm pretty sure they said co-streaming is. I don't know if they said allowed.
They said co-streaming's fine. I mean, you're still going to get
on YouTube instantly.
You will get pinged for music, like we did yesterday on Ride the Lightning from John, which I immediately had.
Yep,
and now we don't have any chat on that 12-hour stream anymore. Thanks, John.
That's rough.
Whoops.
Though, I mean, it's probably worth. Wait, do they make it like not?
No, they just you muted yourself by touching it. But also,
God damn it.
you lose the monetization, which it's $5 to $10. So it adds up if it's every video. When John had a string of like 4 reviews in preview, 5 reviews in previews in a row that were all demonetized.
Yeah, mostly because they all used licensed music.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's right. China literally does have a red flag.
Yeah, that's fair.
Trav got it again.
Outside of that, I don't know really. I guess the other big story.
Well, you can make a blog about stuff. Yeah.
There's also there's like only like six things here.
I know, but John's really tired and smells cat shit, and so you can tell.
No, it's just like. You could go into granular stuff, but I think the other big story of the week is EA is now owned by a country now.
Yep. Technically, they're owned by a public investment fund within the country that is the guy in the country.
Yeah.
A consortium, Silver Lake, PIF, and
Jared Kushner.
Affinity Partners.
Yeah. This will get political. It can't not. We're just in the most base form. It is about a political acquisition.
Oh. God, I wish I'd brought it up then.
Yep. Got to keep it out of games, man. Which is, I think, the main concern a lot of people have. They took on $20 billion in debt to do this deal. That's a very bad thing. It's also like so there's taking on debt, and then there's like the taking on value in Microsoft's earnings. One of the knobs they have is what do we have when we have to write off all the assets we bought with ABK? And they're writing off like $1 million a year or more. I think it was like 1 or 2 every year, and how they do it. And so when like we only had 3% accountability margins, because you friggin' You can maybe just dial up this knob a little bit to work the way you want when you're trying to make it okay to fire a bunch of people. And then you got your Twitter trolls all going, see, they had to fire him. They only made 3% margins. They were 12% a couple of years ago. It's like, it's fuzzy math. As good old George W. said, the fuzzy math. Like they can, and this fuzzy math is going to bone over a lot of incredible devs at EA. No idea what ends up
be
happening with
fair-
BioWare, their IP. Like the rumors of looking to sell things, like the EA we know is gone, and we'll never really know what's going on there again because now they are.
I can
private.
imagine people at BioWare probably wouldn't be the angriest about being sold off from an EA owned by Saudi Arabia.
Who?
Yeah.
Amazon, Google,
Amazon's
Apple, literally
out.
anyone
Google's
other
never
than-
been in. Amazon just
Okay,
cut
fair enough.
everyone. Google's never gone in. Apple's not going in. Xbox is still deep in and has enough. I don't think
Yeah.
they're looking
Yeah,
for
Google,
anyone.
BioWare.
BioWare
To be fair,
is
though,
a-
Xbox found buyers for their crap, right? So clearly some people are still buying
so
studios.
they've said. I'll believe it when I see it. But also when it comes to BioWare, they're amazing. Outside of Mass Effect,
Yeah.
they don't have anything huge.
Will they be sold with the IP? There's no
But
way
even
they
the
wouldn't be
IP.
sold with the IP. Well, no,
They're
let's say
amazing
Amazon, for
games,
example.
but they're not like some live service behemoth that has a bunch of money.
I thought there was some kind of Mass Effect TV show or movie in production.
There
There
is
is.
Mass Effect TV show, Mass Effect game, both in
Do we know
production.
where?
Amazon. For
So,
the move for the TV. Nope.
Amazon seems like the
They
right
have
buy
zero
for this.
interest. They literally just fired everyone they bought.
Those guys
Even
are
our
wait, what
friend
are they
who's
working
on the Discord was part of their cuts.
Yeah.
They fired everyone.
Yeah, they have no interest in traditional.
But Luna's
games
still a
in that
thing,
way.
isn't it?
Luna's a
What's
shell.
that?
Luna is still a thing.
They bought Twitch
Luna's a
and done
thing.
nothing with it. Like it's not.
But
Amazon
they-
Prime
they-
Gaming is still a thing, technically.
They're
even though it's-
focusing on casual games.
Yeah.
They've got
with
their AI
identifiable
Snoop
names.
Dogg judge game on Luna. That's and Arnold Schwarzenegger as AI judges. Like they're not. BioWare is an incredible relic of a setup that's gone. I don't know who can take them or where it goes. I
guess it would
and
depend
love
how deep
their
they are.
games.
Right? How deep they
Like-
are into whatever Mass Effect is.
You could
Not
make
very.
the argument
Yeah,
that
that's a problem.
Microsoft have said that they're open to further mergers and acquisitions, right? Regardless of the state of
there's no
everything
flipping
and the layoffs. And they're also investing heavily in film and TV. And, it's one of those big mistakes where they had that opportunity way back before the first Mass Effect and they didn't buy it and they didn't pick up BioWare when they could have. It could be something they reverse, considering that they do want to own IPs, have TV shows and stuff like that. I'm not discounting the possibility.
I would love it if it
but I
happened and
think-
someone bought them, but
It's
everybody's like,
probably a
not
conversation
them,
that's
who?
been had.
but yeah.
But it's the reaction, I think, because, I think Microsoft buying anyone nowadays isn't going to get like,
No.
yeah. It's
They're
just gonna be
a
like,
decade
"Oh."
away from anyone having any faith if they run who they have now well.
In a situation like this, so it'd be more just like a sigh of relief, at least a temporary sigh of relief, where it's like, oh, we got
Not if it's
sold off
Microsoft.
because we were going to be
No.
literally no. Even if it's Microsoft, at least
Nope.
it's more like, hey, we're
People who cover
still
the
getting paid.
They'd be like, they're
the
no
next
better than
year.
having them at EA. That's how it would be covered.
Well, no. The argument would be that EA is getting rid of them regardless. So it's either shuttered,
Nope.
laid off everyone, or it's purchased by someone else.
And there would be people who cover
Right.
gaming who would be like, it would be preferable if they
Yeah,
let
those
everyone
people
off.
are demons that have zero humanity.
That's most of them.
So
Not that they're demons. It's just
I
that
didn't say that.
I'm saying most people don't want Microsoft buying anyone. I'm not saying they should.
Yeah.
'Cause of
I don't
old
buy
Phil
crap, I'll be honest.
Microsoft, yeah, I thought they were pretty damn good stewards of it all, and then he got broomed out, and now it's make money.
Dude, if the option is laid off and shuttered or purchased by a big conglomerate trillion-dollar company like Microsoft, the latter is still preferable for me, at
Well,
least.
whenever
People-
I interact with people that cover gaming, it still comes down to well, indie games will save us, and I'm like, indie games can't make enough money. There's
Nope,
not going to be
and
any
you know-
hardware if it's an indie game. Like if indie games are the main thing in gaming,
like
there's
Big
going to
Talk,
be
for
no new
example,
consoles.
It only has like 5,000 reviews on Steam. It didn't hit that big.
It's done well for a smaller game, but it's not. It didn't blow up
It
like.
does, yep.
But it didn't blow up like the Friend Sloppy. This is what all the streamers are
Exactly,
playing, and I'm getting it.
yeah.
Stuff, which is
Yeah.
0.01% of the games at launch, because there's going to be 20,000 games that come out, and people look at these 10 games that just took off. And I'm like, look at these 10,000 games that you've never heard of that
Literally
have
10,000.
$50 in sales. Like, not every game's sex with Hitler.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's a complicated one, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. But it's interesting also that on the back of this, they're not the only publisher that is looking to go private again, because Devolver Digital have also posted a suggestion to their shareholders.
Did we
a
cover this?
proposition. I did cover this.
Did
yes.
you do devolving digital as the subheader?
No,
you
I
should
didn't.
go change it. I
should've.
just thought of that.
Yeah, it's great. That's a great. It's a great comment. But yeah, effectively they publicly commented on it, and I'm going to find my own quote here from my news story. They want to buy back all of their shares, go private again, and as to why, they actually specifically said in this letter to investors that the nature of Devolver's business as an indie game publisher and developer is that financial performance is inherently linked to the timing and scale of individual titles. Development timelines can be unpredictable, and as a result, financial performance can vary significantly between reporting periods and may not follow a linear progression. The board feels that this irregularity has not readily been compatible with the requirements of a market of semi-annual reporting with an emphasis on predictable sequential growth, i.e. line goes up.
Yep.
Consequently, the company has at times faced increased pressure to deliver short-term market expectations that don't reflect the underlying long-term value creation potential of its portfolio and development pipeline. So effectively they're saying, hey, guess what? Being a publicly traded company on the stock market isn't great for an indie game publisher. This fucking sucks.
Yep.
And they want to change it back. Good for them. I think I wonder if we're going to see more of this, because if you're truly a creative focused team, the line goes up stuff doesn't work for this business. I just don't think it does, because you've got to make investments in different things. You can't always guarantee a hit every time. It's impossible.
Well, we're seeing it with what happened with Bungie and Marathon right now. Like Marathon was supposed to be the side thing. We get to go out. We're going to take our time. We're going to spend years building up a community and making it better and better. And then Destiny 2 fell apart. Yeah. The money makers stopped making money. Half the studio is gone for the second time. And now your small game that people love, that play it, that has this like small dedicated fan base, a lot of which are in the gaming media. But no, you're part of a publicly traded company. You're also enormous. There were like well over 1,000 people at one point. When scope increase because profit has to increase, then risk increase, and failures become far more fatal. Yeah. And it's just that constant thing we've seen, and you can't borrow money for essentially free. All the loan rates are all way up. That's what killed so many jobs at Embracer, where the CEO was like, holy shit, I love video games. I love these companies. I want to save them. I want to buy. I want to make them the best ever. Look at all this money I can borrow. All right, they're going to make it. Oh, shit, people aren't. It's taking time to get these games out. Oh, they all didn't. Man, some of them didn't sell very well. Oh, fuck. All right, we got to fire in half of them, closing half of them, spinning them off where I can. Like, it's just rough. And then that even happened with Microsoft to a point where it's like, we're going to do this thing, and the only way it works is if we get a bajillion Game Pass subs to subsidize the games that just don't actually make their budgets back. And then they went, oh shit, hardware not going down in oh god, now hardware is going way up in cost. We bet on the wrong horse with cloud. We are again a few years too early with it, like always. Shit, we can't keep this amazing plan that was actually keeping the AA industry alive. Like, they were single-handedly funding half of the AA games out there, and now we found out they're all secretly canceled. And it's because people have there are too many video games. It's a wonderful problem for us.
I'd argue the plan wasn't working either in terms of the games selling as well as they should have, or performing as well as not even selling, performing as well as they should have.
There are amazing games. John Love Keeper, I played through most of it, loved it, but its playtime compared to Escape the Backrooms is like 1/100th based on Strawman from our Discord, who scrapes everyone and what they're playing and keeps track of most played. Like, the most played list rarely has the things you think. Like Dench Attack and 88, it's like 300th on Xbox most played. It's in Game Pass. Like, no one played it despite it being amazing.
I'm surprised Dench Attack didn't get higher.
Or maybe it did, and it's not that long also, because the games like a game like Escape the Backrooms actually has a bunch of variety and procedurally generated, so you can keep doing runs even though it's like early access.
And of course, Escape the Backrooms had the hype of the movie doing
and they got it right in there.
reason.
And that is the industry. even mobile has now plateaued. Mobile stopped growing, which immediately people were going like,
pretty well. It's number 10.
Oh shit,
that's actually really good. It's above Forza Horizon 6 right now.
A Campaign Evolved was at number 4 on when it launched.
Really? Wow! Holy crap!
Yeah,
that's not easy.
Wow, take that saying the last one was quite bad. I gave Dragon Age of Veilguard a 10. I played 65 hours in 2 weeks. Absolutely adored everything about it. Stand by it. Would love to play it again. There's no time.
There's never time.
I love BioWare, so I hope they are okay. But everything under EA the last few years has been shit. They again, their games took too long. They came out and they didn't sell great, and just tons of incredibly talented people.
They'll probably buy the FIFA license back.
I don't think that. No, FIFA wanted $1 billion a year.
Yeah,
they're not doing that. They've got the FIFA players license. That's the one that really matters. Like that FIFA game that came out on Netflix just fired everyone.
Yep.
So it sucks. It really blows. And yes, Veilguard was a very different game than Origins, which was a very different game from Inquisition. Dragon Age 2 is still quite good. And I liked it at the time. And now people are finally coming around on it, even though it was like, again, an insane BioWare time crunch game.
2's great. Yep. 2 held up, and it connects really well with 1. Mm-hmm. 1 is, by anyone listening, 1 Origins holds up so damn well.
You can't play it on Game Pass PC with a controller.
Yes. Yeah. I learned that the hard way when I downloaded it in the plane. The first Germany, the one time I went to Germany Gamescom, I'm like, I got a whole thing. I spent plane Wi-Fi and 2-3 hours of me like, download. I downloaded, yes. I go to open it and it's like, oh yeah, no, this won't work, dude. I'm like,
old PC ports. That's one of the nice things if they can get
PC working.
The backwards compatible PC versions of those games would be really cool to have on for controller support.
Because that's one of the topics, right? Is that Xbox 360 backwards compatibility is rumored to be coming to PC along with their Project Polaris or Positron
this month supposedly.
Yeah, like I'm curious to see. I wonder if they'll have that as an announcement for Gamescom during something or other.
Yeah, have they said? I don't know if they've said they're doing streams. I know they said they're there with a ton of games again.
They'll do the Xbox channel live streams, but I don't know if they're doing like
because those live streams actually had announcements last year, like the Rogue Prince of Persia joining Game Pass and stuff.
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, there's Jeff Keighley's opening night live show. There might be some stuff there.
Yeah.
Plenty to look forward to.
Are you going to that show, Ursel?
I don't know if we got tickets for it.
I haven't seen it.
I was looking at my emails and I didn't see nothing. So maybe it's coming later. Maybe it already came and I missed it. I'm not sure. I don't think so though.
I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah,
we made a lot of money from those reaction videos.
that's actually
this is the lesser. This is the least of those. Is 3 shows a year. It's not bad.
Yeah. You got to get tickets to the Game Awards, bro.
I mean, they give tickets. That's not the problem. The problem is going there for just this is not worth the flight and hotel.
Yeah,
that's the issue. If there was another reason, I would love to attend a TGA. Yeah, I would love to attend a TGA, but like, there's no other reason to go there. So it's like, whatever.
Fair. Some other news stories that I saw doing the rounds today was all of the id Software cuts. A rather brave current employee went on a podcast and had a conversation with Andre Peschke on Off in Beer in Germany, I think. And he effectively said that the Xbox company just fundamentally don't understand art. Some other choice quotes from it is, he said that it's hard to make a game that is AAA that's like we've done before with half the people. And by hard, I mean impossible. It's hard to make a game when there are entire departments that are gutted and that you need entire disciplines that are gone. So if they've got some kind of new plan for how this is going to work that hasn't been told, we don't know what that is. The reassurance is that we're still the same id and that we're still going to do the things. Well, first of all, we're not the same id. We're half the same id. Id was the people. What made us special was the people and the relationships we have. Publicly criticizes leadership and everything else. And he currently works there, so he is like, knowing how Microsoft operate, you have people that are approved to speak to media on these topics and people that are not.
That was very strictly implemented after Phil went on some podcasts.
Yep. I imagine he's probably going to have some harsh
Discussions.
words.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, hey,
He is
at
correct.
the same time, I'm like, it's your opinion, dude. Like, go and speak it. Speak truth to power and all that
I don't
jazz.
know anyone outside of the most fervent, crazy people that would think Microsoft understands how to be an entertainment company.
Nope.
No.
Like, they don't.
They make too many mistakes.
They have
back and
people
forth again and
in the division that understand it, that constantly fight the people that don't understand it.
That's the impression I get. Like,
that being said, I still think, and I know I might be naive here, but I am still bullish on the current plan for Xbox in terms of them succeeding in the coming years.
Do you know what it actually is?
Yeah, a focus on big IP that has a much higher chance of doing well.
It is
Get
mostly
games out quicker.
what they were doing before, but they cut a lot of costs on third-party deals and fired people.
Yeah.
I
And a
don't
lot of
think
their
they've actually
smaller-
changed much.
No, I mean they're no longer like the 100 million. Let's say that went to South of Midnight will now go towards who knows, another game, right? Or maybe 2 years of development of a bigger game, stuff like that. They essentially made those decisions. They're like, rather than focusing on these smaller ones too, which we could in the past before we were scrutinized like crazy after that, the ABK deal. We're now gonna heavily focus on what we know, or at least have a much higher chance of making us more money. And I think, honestly, it's a smart move for now. It sucks, but this is the industry as it is. Even Sony's not immune to these things, dude.
Spartan P451 with $4 worth of bottle caps. Thank you, Spartan.
That music hit well, to be honest.
Yeah,
with the
very
discussion.
ominous.
Yeah, as an enjoyer of video games, John, I think you'd agree with me. Their old plan was awesome.
It was.
Yeah, I loved
They
it.
they were making 500 cool sounding, artistic
Crazy
projects that were never going to make their money back because they didn't actually grow their platform big enough on subscriptions, because most people don't play that many games compared to how you watch movies and TV shows.
Exactly right.
It sucks that it didn't work, because I don't even like Fallout. I'll be completely honest. I've beaten one goddamn Fallout game in my life, and it was Fallout 3 when I was like friggin' 13 or 14. You know what I mean? I played Fallout 4, like half of it. I still haven't finished beating New Vegas, but and now they're gonna get 4 Fallout games in the next 6 years. That's nothing to me. I want Avowed too. I loved Avowed, but it's just, I guess, the reality of video games right now, and it sucks.
And nobody has
thing-
any answers.
The thing I think is that I appreciate that you're bullish on their plan. I don't know if I am. Like, I want a healthy Xbox, because I think it's good overall for the industry, and as a console, it is, I think, the best ecosystem overall, best controller, best services, all of that jazz. I think the big problem, I'm trying to think how the best to word this without sounding like a jerk. The problem that Microsoft has, proof's in the pudding.
It's a
They've
trillion
got
dollar
time.
company. You can sound like a jerk. Don't worry about it.
No, it's not even that. It's the developers that are working on some of these games. Old Microsoft used to have a tendency to be like, okay, we're going to make this thing. Oh, it didn't hit. Right, okay, we're never touching it again. Move on to the next thing. And now they want to go back and okay, we want Halo to be big again. We want Gears to be big again. We're going to do this. And Gears E-Day is a good litmus test, right? I think Gears E-Day looks and sounds fucking incredible. I can't wait to play it.
Yep.
But if they're not willing, if they're just gonna speed run sequels in big IPs, that doesn't necessarily equal success.
Well, what does speedrun mean? Does speedrun mean we're not taking 6 years to develop a video game, only taking 4? Is that speedrunning, or is that just back to what people expected from games back in the day?
I mean, yeah, you're okay. You're talking about let's go back to the good old days when games only took 3 years to make.
Yeah,
cool.
Which we're never going back to.
But they have been making games that only took, in smaller scope, and then they didn't land. And I guess my concern is sometimes you have got to just take crazy risks. And if you're always just focusing on these big IPs, and these big IPs have tons of baggage attached with them, that it has to play this way and it has to be this, and we're seeing that with Gears multiplayer, we're seeing that with how Halo is. If you're constantly shoehorned into, you've got the most nitpicky fan base imaginable,
Oh god.
and there's never going to be consensus, you're going to be terrified to make risks, and then suddenly you're not going to make new amazing things. And I don't know.
No, I push back on that a bit.
They're pushing. Well, they're approaching it from a hugely make money mindset, and of course,
but you can make good products and make money.
Business.
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
No,
the Gears trilogy made a ton of money. Would you say those games weren't fun and creative? The Halo trilogy made an absurd amounts of money.
Okay.
And Microsoft had to get like a friggin' leash to get that trilogy.
We're back in 2009,
into very
2010
different
right
video
now.
game making.
You're right, but there's a reason Sony had to basically go and say, hey, the next God of War game is going to be Kratos' adventure, and this game links directly to it. You know what I mean? They're not immune to this either. People see a God of War game that doesn't star Kratos.
I don't know what Sony has to do with it. I'm talking about
what I'm saying is it's
Microsoft's inability to. I mean, guess back to that guy's point. Like, as an organization, they are not only risk averse, but they are misunderstand the creative side of this industry to a huge degree, more so than I think Sony do.
More often than not either. They do it all the flipping time. I think
that's a problem in the grand scheme of things. But
my issue comes with stuff like, and this happens all the time, is people that are like, oh, all these studios that are alive are a shell of them former selves. Whatever they release next is going to suck. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? Why? I'm not saying you are, John, saying this, but a lot of people online have been doing this, where it's like, why are you saying this? You're already dismissing the work of the developers because they had layoffs in their team. Are you serious right now? Essentially preloading this game sucks because they laid off so-and-so, or it definitely has a ton of AI when it probably won't. Like, I'm still bullish in the sense that they'll make good games because I have not seen that change. I have not seen that aspect of, am I releasing games I enjoy and have fun playing? I haven't seen that go downward at all. And to be completely honest, so the other aspect, sorry, really quick, is just like with games like Hellblade 2 specifically, it had a specific job to do. I don't think Hellblade 2 was ever meant to move many units or even have that many players, but it was supposed to hit like this critical mass critically, right? And it should have. It absolutely should have. They did their job perfectly fine. Microsoft did their job of making the game. Genuinely, and this sounds weird to say, I guess, so dramatic, it's the flipping critics that let this game down and the studio down, in my opinion.
Well, again, I've said this many times, is the media side of this industry is a macrocosm of the wider market. But they also run that market for these niche small games like this. They're in some ways they're the kingmakers, right? In terms of what Metacritic scores and discourse and stuff like that. But Microsoft have a huge uphill battle.
Oh, 100%.
Jesse was there when we were just watching two of the biggest names.
Like I've always said, their biggest issue, and I hope Sharman knows this, is a perception issue. It's by far their biggest problem, in my opinion, amongst the gaming things. But when a game like Hellblade 2, even that game, isn't able to break past that noise. If I look at Asha, if I'm Sharma or something, and looks and it's like, why would we keep trying? If we're never making it past these guys, if we're never breaking past for lack of a better word, there are better words, I just want to say this, for lack of the tax, right? If we're never breaking past this, and why are we even trying to? If everything we release, no matter where we release it, what we release, is going to be affected by this crap, then screw it. We did our thing. We tried. Phil Spencer did his job. He released
that is
5-6
the mentality
games.
that is taken with Microsoft. I would surmise, in the fact that they are not, like, and Jesse, you can speak quite reasonably to this, like, and we're not going to name any specific company names here, but
Tom Henderson. Oh,
Microsoft as a company, in terms of like, if you're a small creator, if you're a small YouTube channel, if you whatever, they'll just give you code. They'll just chuck it out. They'll just chuck out all the code to all Tom, Dick, and Harry. Everyone can have one. Enjoy.
Yeah.
And that leads to from there, and I'm talking from a pure business perspective. I'm not saying they should or shouldn't do any of these things, but it leads to an environment where every YouTube creator can have their say and drive discourse, right? Whereas other companies are a little more controlling on who gets what and when.
Yes. Yeah.
And will lean perhaps more heavily to preferred sources of coverage over everybody. And that creates a great perception for them. And that is, I mean, it's all capitalism.
To be fair, I think Microsoft, to their credit, have been moving a little bit in that direction. Let's say with like Halo Campaign Evolved, in terms of who got access to the early access, it was mostly like Halo content creators that weren't just crapping on the franchise the entire time, to the point where some were angry, like where I was gaming, was like, well, I'm not angry because I didn't have access. Yeah, okay, bro, 100% you're irritated about that. Or Gears, giving access to people like Gears content creators from 20 years ago, you know what I mean, who haven't uploaded a video in 8 years. So I think they also recognize this, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm still bullish in terms of I will have an Xbox of some type in the next 6 years from now, and I'll be playing on that as my primary gaming device. That's what I mean by bullish. Is what I mean.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I've got a couple of super chats here. Jesse, would you like to read these out?
Sure. We have super chat and 2 renewals. From Claw117, $5 super chat. If Xbox became a subsidiary but still Microsoft owned, does the PC integration stay? Play Anywhere is why I play Xbox. Without it, I'd go back to Steam or GOG. They'd have to pay for Windows.
Yep. That'd be interesting.
That'd be very expensive. So all the
I don't think
they run Windows. They just run a fork of Windows, so they would have to pay. Like one of the main things, like Twitch is I think Twitch is a subsidiary because Twitch has to pay for their Amazon Web Services, and it's why they like never make money as a company despite being Twitch, because their costs are so high.
With the amount of work Xbox has done to Play Anywhere, I don't think it's going anywhere, guys. At least not unless they start dropping it from big games.
I think Microsoft will see their plan through.
Yeah.
And you know,
let's see if it lands. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Right? Yeah.
What do you think, Jess?
Well,
what do you think?
I mean, they have the way they are is kind of how they have to be if they're going to be this 100% integrated. Like they are a Windows platform for gaming. The whole plan is to become more of that. Like the previous setup and the previous way consoles work, maybe that works better. You fork off and you do something. I have no idea.
Don't tell me to fork off.
But yeah, it's the thing came out. I don't think Microsoft wants that. I think Microsoft wants their only entertainment company to do well. They don't want to have no entertainment company because if you pay attention, they're backing off of a lot of their trying to push AI to customers. The customers are businesses now, not people nearly as much. And they're like, oh yeah, we get it. You don't want this AI slop on LinkedIn. Like having this is AI slop button on LinkedIn is
glorious.
That's actually crazy. Microsoft is terrible at like figuring the future for certain things, but they're also kind of really good sometimes.
They mostly get their guesses right. They're just way too early with their implementations.
Yeah, and hey, if they're the first ones to back up AI, probably a good idea long term.
We had a renewal from Scott the Oz 2043. I would argue that some of the artists in the industry misunderstand the business side of the industry more than Microsoft misunderstands the art side. So Microsoft doesn't have to understand the art side, and the artists don't have to understand the business side. The main issue is that Microsoft doesn't understand the entertainment industry side too often. Because, the business people have to do business good. The art people have to do art people good. And then you've got the middle managers to get them to speak to each other correctly. And in
this case, those managers are very important. A good manager will make or break a project. Like, sorry, Jesse, I cut you off.
You had that I've been cut off face.
I know. I'm like, no, that one was too far. But just, you hear the word middle manager and everyone just thinks, oh, useless. Fire them all. And that's not how that's not how real life works. Like,
they also didn't have 14 layers of management.
Yes, no.
Don't believe executives when they say what you want to hear.
Yeah.
When an executive is being transparent, they're giving us more information, but they're giving us exactly what they want to give and nothing more. That's it.
Yeah.
Big super chat.
Also, shout out Scott the Oz for that epic tip yesterday. It was pretty awesome. Thank you, bro.
We got another renewal from, I can barely read it all the way up there. Alvin looks like 9033. E-Day seems to have all the trappings of a legit AAA or AAA 90 plus Metacritic release. I'm assuming it'll beat the tax. And no, it won't.
86.
Yeah, I mean, Gears 5
86.
was great and was an 85 or 86. Like that's where I expect EA to be. Very few games can break 89. Like,
and the shooter is not breaking past it. I'm sorry.
No, like the types of games, it depends who's the publisher and what's the genre. And they have to be very specific. And a lot of smaller games that get above 90 only got like 20 reviews. So
it's like I'm expecting Wolverine to be primarily reviewed by huge numbers of X-Men fans, for example, and Wolverine fans, and that will push it to 90.
Well, it took 3 Spider-Man games to get there, and I think the worst one got there. The most fun to play, but my least favorite overall package, which was Spider-Man.
Is it actually like
Spider-Man 2 is a 90.
Significantly better playing wise?
It's a little better. Game? I think it's better balance and stuff that you could just do a few things and kind of dominate.
I have been tempted to go and play Spider-Man Remastered and like play through those because like after seeing Brandon,
I want more Spider-Man.
It was a
I was like, it was a really good movie.
They are solid games, but if you play them, I think if you played them like back to back, if you went 2018 to Miles Morales to 2, you'll get really burnt out before going into Wolverine, which I think is going to be like the more their R-rated cousin.
I doubt I play Wolverine at launch. It's not appealing to me. The swinging in Spider-Man was like half the reason I played those games. I'll be honest. Like,
he doesn't have a great movement mechanic, but we do have that $20 super chat from Rand Althor 19. John, I think you should read it.
Rand, the lovely Rand, says counterpoint. John, Xbox gives their games away for free, so to them giving away codes to everyone kind of reflects that mindset. Keep in mind that Xbox was more cautious with review codes, but that changed with Game Pass. Yeah, I can agree, but like Game Pass has been a thing for 2017, and Game Pass isn't free. I know that we can jokingly say that. Yeah, I know, but like,
at no extra cost would be technically
I think it just compounds Microsoft's problems in that they have seemed to have actively given up doing what every other publisher does, which is like, I'm not going to name the publisher, but there's previews coming up soon for a game, right? I know about the previews. I reached out. I was like, can we get in on the previews? This isn't a platform holder, by the way. And didn't hear anything. Dropped a nudge. No. And I'm like, okay.
And it is a platform holder, not platform holder. It is a publisher that we've run into this a few times. They are selective, and it's not we don't like you, you're not pausing up. It's just like, we know you, we work with you. We've got this number of people we're going to deal with on this type of thing.
Yeah.
But others have been intimated that it is more of a, well, you didn't like that one, so no, you're not getting this one.
Yeah. And I'm not saying Microsoft should do that.
No,
but
that sucks.
At the end of the day, they are operating in an industry where all of their platform competitors do that. Yeah. So, like, all I'm suggesting is if you're trying to pump that conversation in a certain direction, play the game as your competitors do. Exert some control, because like, if I saw an outlet, as an example, if I was in Microsoft shoes and I saw an outlet, just every single release, doesn't matter what it was, 6, like consistently, or constantly brings things in that aren't relevant to the game, I'd be like, why do I work with these guys?
What if they're
make them go out and I would be shocked if EA gave
straight up, literally.
Or was it EA? Jesus Christ! What freaking company made Hogwarts? WB. If WB gave Hogwarts Legacy 2 to the site that gave it a 1, like I would be surprised. And I have no idea what WB is going to be like. In the past, they've been great, though we didn't get Lego Batman. I don't know why.
Yeah, which struck us as odd, right?
Yeah, because we had gotten everything else without a problem before. And that one was just a no in the long run. Yeah. Was at launch.
What if it backfires though, John? Like, remember the stuff with Starfield?
I'm not saying they should or shouldn't do anything.
I don't want anyone to do it. It's
just, I think it sucks. But I'm just saying.
Well, what I'm saying is it's got to be something approached with like caution, right? If let's say they do want to try doing it a bit.
No, they can't do it. There is nothing they can do, because if they did it, if the headlines would then be Microsoft's controlling the messaging to make sure that only positive, and then around we go. And it's like, so they've made their bed and must now lay in it. And the only way they're going to change hearts and minds is by making fantastic games that are undeniably great. But if you ship with problems, if you ship with unfinished features, if you ship with bugs, that's going to constantly be held against you. So there's a lot of work Microsoft have to do as an organization, with those middle managers controlling how the artists do their stuff to get it to that point.
Well, even then, it's like the super managers trying to get through to the people up top who just will never care about why you need to just eat losses sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, the chuds will make it about being women, but the Amy Hood and the Lin Tao thing right now on both sides with Microsoft and Xbox, where it went from very creator-friendly leadership to very seemingly not creator-friendly leadership. But also it's an industry that is not creator-friendly right now. So I just don't think you convince these companies that they need to be creator-friendly, because that's not working. Yeah. You put out great, like Sega was like, we put out great games, tons of Metacritic scores, and the Open Critics, wow, they're so good. They made a lot less money than the other ones that were sloppy to people. It's really hard. And I tried to let you go, John, but you're muted.
Sorry. And you're seeing publishers kind of actually be like, shit, you know what, these critics giving us 90s and whatever Metacritic scores, they're not the ones that are actually making a difference now. We need to go talk to these influencers and these YouTubers and these people on TikTok and on Instagram. And, you know, like prime example, when I previewed Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, you know, your press, you're going to be on this machine away from all of the people with their phones up recording their faces as they play. They're like, you know, and it's like, is this what this industry is now? Like, I'm being treated as like I'm a very serious critic. I'm not, you know, like this isn't who we are, but like there's this money machine behind gaming and the way it's talked about, the way it's controlled online. And I find it interesting and fascinating, but it's all broken and it's all bollocks. Randall 4 dropping in with another $10 follow-up to add on. John, he says, if Xbox ever got rid of Day One Game Pass for their games, which we've seen discussion on and around over the last couple of months, I would bet they stopped giving codes away to literally anyone that asks. They would go back to how Sony and Nintendo do it. IMI, of course. You might be right, but I also think that for a huge number of the dedicated Xbox fan base out there, Game Pass would be like losing the Day One games completely. It would be the death of the platform now. Again, I feel like that is another issue of they've made their bed and must lay in it.
Also, if you look at how much Game Pass makes versus how much things cost and how much things generally sell, and the amount of titles you would have to sell to get that money back is way more than I think any of us think they would get.
Also, it doesn't actually hit the main issue. The issue with Xbox or Microsoft and their review scores isn't that a bunch of random sites are dropping the review scores on average. To be honest, it's usually the big name sites that are giving their games subpar review scores. The 7s, the 6s from GameSpot and IGN, from Eurogamer, from PC Gamer, etc. And you're never going to not give those guys a code, right? Unless you're Bethesda. But they're always going to get a code no matter what. So this doesn't really fix that issue at all, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
There's been times where we've had code and like sites like Eurogamer haven't. And of course, Eurogamer and sites like that will then publish an article being like, where's our review? While publishers aren't required to give us a review, and they'll, and it's like, all right. And then surprise, the review comes out and they're like,
yep,
game sucks. That was like,
highlight.
Met the rat. $14.13 American. Just wanted to drop some bucks and say hi to Day One. We'll be playing Tokone today with some brews, but John, always keep your beans close. You never know when one will be required.
I've ordered some more beans.
I also got beans, by the way, much to my
I haven't actually witnessed Ursula eat a bean live yet.
He had one.
So
it was horrible. He ate it.
Can we
I ate
see
a
that
number of these
happen now?
yesterday. They were
No.
all bad.
Can someone
kinda-
drop 20? Randall Thor drops 20. Like, let's go.
Yeah, Rand has
that's
dropped
a-
enough to have one person eat a bean of his choice.
Yeah, I think
No,
that's
but that's oh my god, I should have said nothing. That's a YouTube thing. It's
Doesn't
gotta be
matter,
the
it's 20
tip. It's gotta be the tip jar.
No, the tip
Oh,
jar is the
it's got
only.
to be the tip jar.
It doesn't.
Yes.
It just
Yes,
has to
yes,
be
yes.
$20. It's always just had to be $20. The tip jar just moves that.
Well, now we've remade the rules but preemptively that it has to be the tip jar.
No, they're my rules.
To
They're
be
the
fair,
only thing
you
we
have to-
remade.
you have to hear the bean time sound, you know?
Well,
Exactly.
the only the main rule was just that it was $50, and then John knocked it to 20.
I'm loving Tiberius's question in the chat right now.
Yes, beans
I'm
are
looking at that a long
20
way.
bucks on the $20 on there.
I knew I shouldn't have said nothing. I like this whole time, by the way, that this happening. It's been sitting right there, and I'm like, I kind of don't want to bring this up. It was so bad. It was, it was on my mouth like 6-7 hours later.
Yeah, it's grim, man.
Hey, here's the one. I'm gonna replay this again because this is from yesterday when Tiberius dropped his $50 to get us to 2,500. He gets to tell two people. He gets to have 2 beans to be eaten. $20
Wow.
per. That should only be one, but John changed the rule. That's the only rule that's changed.
That is
The
all I've
batter
got left.
really-
Can you see that on camera? That's
Oh,
all
you
I've got
only
left.
got licorice or burnt rubber. Wow, those are all bad.
Like if someone dropped $100, I'd put them all in my mouth right now.
I didn't know it was coming. Flip. Okay, bean time. The beans are in here. It's so bad, man. Oh, I can't
Not a lot of blue.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
that's
it
another
happens to be blue, I'll. Oh, what is orange?
Peach
What
or
is
barf.
orange?
Peach or barf?
It's gonna be like eating Nestle candy.
You know,
Here we
last
go.
time I knew I had to eat a bean, so I brought a flippin' Mr. Big with me. Is it peach or barf?
The peach is real
Does the
good
barf
too.
actually taste like barf?
Yes, it
pretty
tastes like
bad.
sweet barf. So if it's barf,
That's the worst part.
you're gonna think it's peach, and then it's barf.
Yeah, it's bad.
I didn't expect it to be. I had livers and onions, which I thought would be okay because it's a food item. Why was it still sweet? By the way,
It's still a bean. You got that coating.
Come on, you can do this. Here we go.
give me a sec. It's easier jumping off a flipping cliff into water. No.
Yeah, it's like 90% bad. It's almost never good. You need to have a broken septum, like. No, I'm hovering over it. You puke. I gotta. I'll mute. Yeah. I've had like 50 of these, by the way. I ate an entire box.
Okay.
You do get to pick, Rand. You got one.
No, whoa, it's got to be in the tip jar.
It doesn't have to
Unless
be in
it's-
the tip jar. It's $20. $20.
Rand, did I tell you how much I hated the Wheel of Time show, just like you hated it? You should pick John. You know what? That actually was not as bad as the reverse onion, weirdly enough.
No,
Because
it's not as strong.
in your mouth.
Yeah. So there are some that are just pure oil and
Look at my
they stick
teeth.
all day. Like wet
You
dog's
wait till
very
you get
oily.
wet dog. That is the
Oh,
one,
there's
man.
no.
No, the worst one is stinky socks. Like that is the zestiest one. But wet dog is the oiliest, and it really sticks in your craw for all day.
You know, actually, that was not as bad as liver and onion. Weirdly enough, that was bad. Don't get me wrong, but the sweetness actually helped the barf. And I kind of vomit relatively often. At least I did in the past, so I'm a little more used to that.
Wow.
But it's still stuck in my teeth, bro. I'm gonna be.
This
listening
is
to
the
this for-
worst. Like I had one yesterday that tasted horrible, and I tried to swallow it, and it just stayed here in my throat. So the flavor was just coming back. I had to be like and cough it back up, and then chew it a bit more to get it down. It was grim.
It just tastes bad. The liver and onion. By the way, for anyone who wants to play this, it's like a party game. Do not. This is not worth it at all. This is only worth it in this context.
Tucumbo
That's
said
it.
he has got some as a housewarming party game. I'm like, man, you hate your guests.
100%. Maybe he only gives the ones who
I
give bad
mean,
gifts.
they're also British, so they're used to bad tastes.
Wow.
But it's a lot of
wonder
flavor,
why
which
this
they're
one.
not used to.
Okay, water just enhances the flavor. I'm not drinking water
Are you
anymore.
are you with me and John, or with me and Nick? Because Nick doesn't count because I learned Nick can't taste anything with these beans. But when you were in England with us, was there a decided lack of flavor to their food compared to places you've been?
What's this?
$20.77 from Alvin. Some gonks in Night City live off beans alone. I won't even say what I've seen Chooms eat in Dogtown. Definitely not preem. Alvin, would you like someone to eat a bean?
He didn't give a name in the chat.
He didn't.
In
But
this thing.
He did some pretty good RP. Or CP. 2077.
I did. And there's a season 2 coming as well for Edge Runners. It's pretty exciting.
Wow, John can eat a bean according to Randolph Thor 19.
Nice. And it's black. Oh,
Yeah, even if it's a licorice, it's not a good one. But Rand says,
that's actually crazy.
Since you are a Wheel of Time fan, you are safe, my friend. Since John is absent when I'm around, he can eat one. Randolph Thor 19. Let us know, Alvin, if you want someone to eat a bean. Burnt rubber is really not good.
They both taste bad, so like.
But licorice just tastes like liquor, but burnt rubber is really bad. It's unpleasant.
It's licorice.
Yeah, but licorice is also bad. So there's no winning.
Like, I don't like licorice, but I can handle it. It's fine.
It'll go away because it's not pure oil. It's the fake ones where they're just, it sticks in your mouth all day.
You think if I put like perfume on my tongue, it's like have like lasting effects?
No. Yeah, you'll be really
don't be
sick.
silly. Don't do silly things.
No,
you brush your
tongue. It actually would have lasting effects?
Yeah, it's perfume. It's not meant for ingestion.
Yeah, well, don't ingest perfume.
It's not meant for seeping into your bloodstream through your tongue either.
Alvin says for that last donation, you're up, Choom. He's never seen Ursel eat another bean before. You got another one to do, Ursel.
I'll find you a video game you just want to play for fun to pay for it.
Okay,
to make up for your pain.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, technically, you and Nick are volunteers.
Oh, and statistically, I've now had 2 beans. They were both bad.
Mm-hmm.
My chance of getting a bad bean is now what, 1 in 3rd?
No, it's 99%. I have had 50. At least 45 of them have been bad. Just expect bad. Just expect bad.
But statistically, if it's 50-50 and I've already done 2 in a row,
it's not 50-50. I think it's way more bad than
it's
good.
Definitely not 50-50.
Nope.
There's definitely a lot more.
Not even close.
I thought this was 50-50.
Nope.
Okay, well.
So this is fine.
Don't be black.
My missus likes black licorice.
Oh, I know this one.
Pomegranate or dead fish?
No, it's Old Bandage.
Oh, pomegranate or Old Bandage, that's right.
And pomegranate sounds so good.
Old Bandage.
Pomegranate sounds so good.
Old Bandage. So it's like, have you ever smelled like a Halloween mask? It's that type of like shitty latex rubber.
I don't mind like the taste of blood though. So if it's like irony, like that's not the worst. God damn it.
That's booger. Booger tastes like blood. The green one. What is a booger made of? It's your blood.
Blood?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's mucus and blood in your nose.
Interesting.
I mean, sometimes like a white booger can just be mucus, but there's blood in there a lot too.
Okay, yes, I am stalling that he's correct.
Yep.
Did you see another bean?
No.
For some reason, I thought John's smell. Old Bandage. Why? Who makes this flavor?
For audio listeners, you should really watch this for video for the best graphical representations. The nerves. The nerves, the fear. He's got the fear. He's got the fear of the bean. It's in. Oh, it's bad.
Eating it slowly does not help.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
Oh, no, it's stuck on one side.
How are you finding that, Ursel?
It's not 50-50.
No, it's not even close. I'm probably like 95.5.
Okay.
We're playing for HDQ a little bit.
I think that's a good segue. We should go into the next topic. Right?
The next topic, it's whatever. Like we're a couple of hours in. I think we've talked about all of the biggest news.
We missed. There's a title thing we haven't covered technically.
What would you like? What I titled it? What did I title this show? GTA 5.
Xbox doing platinum achievements.
Do any of you care?
Yeah, I care a lot. Actually, it's really fun. Good improvements. But I talked about a lot on headlines, so you can see it there. I'm gonna look for a snack. I'll be right back.
Oh,
or so keep your headset on real quick.
It's on.
Okay. Let me,
I want to see some gifs and some clips of us all struggling through this, please, community. Like, make this happen. That's given me life. That's been great. You can't vote. This is traumatic.
Okay. It's bean time. Are you kidding me?
Has someone just dropped another bean time for Ursel? 2 bean times.
no, I hit the
What
test
the fuck
button a
is-
lot.
Okay. I got a little worried.
Yeah, I was gonna pretend, and then I was like, oh, he's gonna cry. I can't do
was
it.
legitimately fearing for my life. Oh
Yeah.
my god. I'm getting some chocolate chip cookies.
In case you're wondering, the
Canadian brand.
Streamlabs link is in the chat, and then in the description of the video, it lets you know what amount plays what sound effect and GIF.
That was fun. Definitely looking forward to
What?
bringing the beans to Gamescom for more bean carnage. I will make
Are we
sure.
thinking of doing a stream at Gamescom too?
Yeah, I imagine we'll do some streams at Gamescom.
But yes,
I-
Xbox
I-
Platinum equivalent. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
I hope it's
cool.
I think we both said we hope it's just like you had 1,000 out of 1,000, not you need to get all these very specific things done that can just make gaming far worse that Platinums can be sometimes.
Yes.
You know, if I can handle Old Bandage, I should be handle most of this stuff.
No,
Except for Wet Dog.
stinky socks.
It sounds like you want people to throw the challenge down to you and make you eat another bean.
You
or something.
barely handled that. But also, I will contend.
Genuinely, I almost spit it out. I almost spit it out immediately, by
There
the
is
way. I think it was on the
nothing-
tip of my tongue.
There is nothing worse for me than stinky socks. It was the only one that ever really got me. Because
What color is that again?
It's the white with red and blue flecks. So it's either Tutti Frutti or stinky socks.
Oh, and Tutti Frutti sucks too. I mean, well, not sucks. I mean, it's just whatever. It's just fruit. Wait, do I actually got to do another bean? You weren't,
Nope.
you were making
no,
that up?
I was tricking you.
Oh, so there's no
Yeah.
bean.
No, you're okay, mate. Breathe easy.
Oh my God.
Calm
There's no
down.
bean
Oh my god.
yet.
I was genuinely prepping myself.
There's still
Holy
community
crap.
questions to go, so you never know
Holy
what might
crap.
happen. You never know. Now, on that topic, as you guys know, big thank you to everyone that joined us yesterday for the Gamescom 2026 fundraiser. It was really cool to see the support coming from the community. We owe you guys. It was amazing. So big thank yous to everybody that turned up. We're going to drive. Did you know this? We're going to drive now to Cologne. That is the current plan.
No way.
We're gonna get a ferry from Dover across to Calais in France, drive from France through Belgium into Germany to Cologne. That is the plan.
Oh, the beans are nearby. Don't worry.
Yeah, we've always got. John's got his little handful. He's got more on order. Ursul's got his. I got mine.
Yeah,
I'll
mine
just
come
pick mine
tomorrow.
up from a local Walmart. They're cheap
No,
too.
they don't sell it locally near me. I have to order it off
Oh, damn.
Amazon. So I ordered it yesterday, but it doesn't come till tomorrow. So
You know what? We should do. I think. Oh, I guess it's too late. But you guys should try the spicy one, especially people that can't handle spice. That'd be fun.
yeah,
I mean, for the Brits, that literally might kill them.
nah, it's not that bad. I don't mind some spicy food. Cat's much better at spice than I am. But yeah.
Oh, those are good. cookies. God
I
damn.
I also started a whole heap of new medication today, which was moderately
flip.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've got three blood test forms because I've got to have 3 blood tests across the next 6 weeks.
Oh,
like,
damn.
to check that my liver function is okay, which is
Okay.
a bit nerve.
3 separate blood tests.
You're gonna have to
Do they want,
start
like,
hitting all
different
the
things?
smack.
Like they are checking that the medication that they've given me for my skin, which I started taking today,
Yeah.
which is called methotrexate. I've got to take 3 tablets, 7.5 milligrams once a week for 2 weeks, then 4 tablets, 10 milligrams once a week for 2 weeks, then 5 tablets, 12.5 milligrams once a week for 4 weeks.
Interesting.
It can fuck up your liver. So they have to do
Oh,
constant
I see. Okay.
liver test function stuff with blood. But in theory, if it works for me, I will have clear skin for the first time ever.
That's awesome, man.
Which would change how like my daily routines and stuff, because like everything, and people probably notice it during shows, I'm always like touching, and it's always like, again, like a mental thing, like stop. But it's everywhere, and it's very, very unpleasant for me. So the idea of like not having that would be well worth the.
That's not bad. It's just the one medication over the month.
Just the one medication. Although, like a pregnant lady, because of the ingredients, I also have to take folic acid.
Oh, that's fun.
So
you got your oh my god, what's the term? God damn it. What's the term for all the drugs that pregnant women take before their first trimester? Yes, yeah, you take out your neonatal.
yeah.
I got some breaking news if you want it from IGN.
Yeah, breaking.
It's entertainment news, not tied to video games directly, but starring someone who's been in video game movies. Jim Carrey to star in live-action The Jetsons movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw this like 2 days ago. It's definitely not breaking news.
I mean, it is for us now because we didn't put it in there.
Oh. But yeah, that's fun.
His face looks weird.
Did we talk about Batista potentially being Kratos?
No.
But
he's old.
You could just... Yeah. Kratos is old.
I mean, at this point, Ragnarok, yeah, I guess, but...
And you can make like a young Kratos if you want to do like a flashback for like, his past.
I'm fine with it. I like Batista.
He's a good actor.
Shout out to Jay Foley in the Patreon members only chat on the main Discord for the video clip of Ursel losing his soul. His soul is ablaze. Soul Blazer's soul. Oh god, it's some of the gifs. Oh, that's so good.
Oh my god. I can't even watch that.
Gag.
Like so bandage,
you get one chew and you're just gag. Yeah, because it just really tastes like you've bitten into a piece of rubber. Like bad rubber. And it's very oily, so you're going to need a lot of those cookies.
Yeah. Actually, I can't eat too many.
Because you might have more beans.
Well,
yeah,
because of the calories.
Do we actually love our community? Speaking of the members only Patreon lounge,
we do.
Discord.gg/Playday1. Because you can go
amazing.
to Playday.1/memberships if you want to join as low as $4 a month, preferably more if you really like us and want us to stick around. Because holy shit, money's tight for everyone, which we get. But you go there, $4, you help us stay alive for less than a cup of coffee, because Jesus Christ, is coffee expensive now. And you don't get any ads on either the website or the very expensive to run forums.
Yes. I mean, I've done some changes on the forum side to bring that cost down a little bit.
Nice.
Which is good, and performance hasn't been affected, so that's always nice. Look, we build stuff because we want it, but we build stuff for a community of gamers that also want it. And you guys have shown up and then some. So big thank you to everyone that supports us. We're going to dive into your community questions right now. And Jesse, you know what? You're an eloquent fellow. Why don't you read the form this week?
All right. Well, we're starting with Jay Foley. Category: Gears. Hello, everyone.
Gears.
Name your favorite Gears game and why you believe it's the best one. Also, I wanted to say thank you for the content and the hard work that you guys do every week. And thank you, Jay Foley, for all the support over the years. There's only one Gears game. The rest were Gears of War. So I will say Gears 5, which would also be my favorite Gears of War game.
Mine would be Gears 2.
Yeah, mine's a mix of the two. I like 5 just as much as I like 2. Both are really fun. 5 is great, especially replay.
Make a choice or you're fired.
What? I gotta pick one?
Yep. Yeah, pick one. Gun to your head.
Irritating. Gun to the head, Marcus Phoenix, Gears 2.
And I like them all, so it's not a one's good and one's bad. It's like, nope, they're all good. One is the worst to go back to from what you expect from Gears, because of just how much it kept growing and getting bigger. But it's still a fun experience. Gears Reloaded is a solid port that fixed a lot of the Ultimate Edition issues. Gears Judgment is fun for what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you guys played Gears Judgment, both of you? I've never even played it. All right. I don't know. And I've played this series like 3-4 times.
It's got some fun ideas.
Yeah, I think I've played it, maybe.
But it's got that bullet stormy, people can fly isms to it a little bit. And it's kind of like, it's not what I want. But as a spin-off, it was fine. Gears Tactics, also way up there for me. Really like that game.
Oh, yeah, I never beat it.
It's super fun to play. It was just, it was too long with having you redo or just constantly do missions to unlock more story stuff.
Yeah. Quick, very quick, not even a tangent, but like Gears Reloaded, haven't even played it. Why? Because it's not like Campaign Evolved, where it's like an actual proper like, hey, we're making changes to it.
Mhm.
It's just the other version of the game I've already played. So I'll play it when I do my next, series playthrough.
For anyone that doesn't know, Gears Tactics was a tactical, turn-based, like three-quarter view, though still very good looking. Game. Was it Splash Damage? Was it? I can't remember who the dev was on it.
What, Brink?
No, Gears. Tactics.
Gears Tactics.
It was Splash Damage, yeah.
What the hell's Brink?
Insomniac. No?
Brink was another one from Splash Damage.
Oh, Splash Damage. Okay.
Oh yeah, that Jesus. Okay, I was thinking of the Disney skater movie.
I think we had a LAN party for Brink back in the day.
Brink was the game that like shifted completely in its marketing and stuff, right? Like it was supposed to be something else.
I am casting my mind back because my memory is terrible, but I believe it like had level designs. Like if you were this character, you had different routes, and if you were this character, you had these routes, and if you were another character, you had other routes. And it was like meant to be like very revolutionary, and then it kind of just was
Which game am I thinking of? Was there an Insomniac game that had like a certain time marketing, then it kind of like flipped? It was like a shooter.
Gears 5.
Huh?
No, Halo 5. There you go, marketing.
No. It was definitely some kind of like, it was supposed to be like a really fun, and then it got turned to like a really serious, like, I don't know. It might have been.
Oh, was that when they're like, their Resistance Fall of Man?
Maybe.
I don't know. I never
Also,
actually played Resistance or Killzone.
Brink was published by Bethesda. Didn't know that.
But you know what I do know is that the next question is from the lovely, handsome, swears a lot more than you'd think, kind of like Ursel, Luke Lore of the Expansion Pass. Categories games? No question. Luke just wanted to remind everyone to hit the like button and support the people creating your content. You guys rock. Thank you, Luke.
Oh, lovely Luke.
Luke also rocks. He doesn't roll, though. He's too square.
I hope Luke's going to Gamescom. Like,
I can't imagine.
hope there are more. There's more folks. Like I know I briefly chatted with Danny Pena and Paris and Co. And like we'll probably hit them up and go for a beer or something. But like I hope more American folks from that contingent are coming to Gamescom because it's the best show. And I think like Danny Pena's been doing this for like 25 years and he's never been to a Gamescom before. And I'm like, bro,
oh, that's
welcome
crazy.
to the best show.
I mean,
never been to Gamescom. What?
To go and to stay there is like probably $1,500, and even more from LA. Like that's that's
expensive.
you're even more. You're generally going up towards New York and Boston and going over it and stuff. And yeah, it gets very pricey.
I was thinking of Fuse, by the way. Was a game I was thinking of. Insomniac Games, published by EA.
I want
The
more
Halo
wet.
Killer.
Yes.
The Halo Killer. Yeah, I remember.
Is Fuse the corn one? No, it's Haze.
It's the one. Which one's the one broken yellow helmet? He's got like an eye coming out.
I think that's
there.
Haze.
Oh, that's Haze.
That's Haze.
Yeah, with
That's
the corn
Haze.
soundtrack.
Yes. Gamescom is always in Germany, but Australia does have PAX, I believe, right? PAX
Everywhere has
East.
PAX nowadays, I think.
Yeah, actually, that's fair. Yeah.
We're always invited to PAX East and PAX West. Not me.
Definitely
Anonymous
not
tipped $20. Johnny, watch Soul Eat a Beam. Not because I hate you, but because you can do more with this community. Like a laser beam. Simpsons reference.
This is because you reduced it to 20. I'm just saying, by the way.
I have yelled at John about that a lot because
Why not 25? Why 20?
I had literally eaten,
get a bean in your gullet, mate.
so I had it at I think $15 for charity. And I ate 30 of them on that stream and I almost died.
Holy
And so
flip.
people who are around a lot of those streams, that's why they don't choose me all the time. I still get it, but not all the time. So they know how painful it is because they saw me almost die for the kids to raise the money. We made over $2,000 that year. It was worth it.
Yeah.
I'll probably do the
Coke
same
doesn't
thing
work.
this
It just-
year. But
It
yeah,
just comes back.
eat a bean, bitch.
Maybe you shouldn't have
friend.
told them that all you had was black. Because that makes it painful no matter which flavor you get.
I mean, but literally the line said, Johnny, watch Soul eat a bean.
It's you,
You were chosen.
you.
No, it said John.
No, he
Johnny,
said Johnny watch Soul.
Watch Soul eat a bean. Not
I
because
will
I
watch-
hate you,
I will watch him.
but because you can do more with this community. Like a
I
laser
li-
beam.
There's no way you said that the first time around.
I did.
He did say that the first time around.
I can't think of that on the fly. I'm just reading.
I genuinely, it didn't enter my brain. I did not
just
hear the word soul. I did not hear. I might have to go
I'm
back
just
to the pod
watching.
because
I'm just
I don't
waiting.
think.
Let me make my
think-
screen of Soul bigger so I can really
But yeah,
take this in.
I'm gonna eventually acclimate to these beans, by the way, and I'm not gonna.
Yeah, if you put that line into Google, you will get the Simpsons clip it references.
Old bandage, I think, or pomegranate again.
Yep, you should do a different one.
Even if it's not 50-50. At this point, this is now 3 bad in a row.
I've had
Statistically.
try a
I've
different
had
one.
like you should do
I
a
will let
different
you
one.
try a different one.
Oh no, I'm okay with this. I've already done it. Like
Not as
it's
fun.
the unknown. It's the unknown that's scary, John.
Do a different one, you big wuss.
Yep.
No, we listen. They want a different one. They can pay for it. Thanks for the money. I mean, I've already had this.
You keep talking
What?
about odds. They're mostly bad. Every time, expect it to be bad.
Look at him acclimating.
It's worse.
Oh,
It's way worse.
yeah, sometimes the flavor is like the bad flavor is really strong. Other times it's like not strong.
That I made the mistake of moving it side the mouth to the
You're
other,
talking. Talking makes it worse.
Yeah.
and I think that messed it up a bit. Like it hit the flavor twice because I like my one side of my tongue was already used to it, and then I put it in the other side.
I like loads.
Screw you, bro. By the way, these are not exaggerated reactions. They are
No,
legitimately
they're
this bad.
horrifying.
If
They're
you're
terrible.
like, try one yourself, chat. Give it a shot. It was $7 at a local Walmart. They weren't expensive.
Hilarious.
Okay, let's move on to the questions because then the show ends.
Yeah,
we're done with
there's
that.
a
one
chance
more.
of you being forced to eat more beans.
There is one more on the form from the lovely
Okay.
Tiberius Monk.
Category: Broken video games.
Oh,
Question: Hello, DayOne. Hope you're all doing great and had a successful fundraiser stream yesterday. What's a broken gameplay mechanic in a video game that made you enjoy it even more? Mine is Sidolphus Orlando, Thunder God Sid in Final Fantasy Tactics. He is so insanely overpowered that he makes the game a breeze, but having that kind of power to steamroll enemies is super satisfying. Thanks for another awesome stream. Take care. And ciao.
Hell of a voice
in
on that
recent
guy.
memory, the tank
Tank gun?
the tank gun you can find in Halo Infinite.
Oh, so much fun.
It is just stupid fun. Like you just steamroll everything, and it's really stupid. But I really enjoyed it.
I got to talk around mine. Just finished a thing that has a thing that I made a separate save file on to try out that makes the game's easy mode it turns easy mode on essentially by having this thing equipped. It was insanely satisfying after how difficult the
Really,
game
huh?
is without it.
Huh.
It was just super fun to just like fudge everyone up
Ugh.
in a satisfying way. In a thing
Right.
you'll see in a week and a half.
Question was about exploits.
Broken mechanics
Video
in
games.
games. That you
Broken
loved.
mechanics, yes. Podge, I had a really good answer. For one, is like, okay, wave dashing is fun when it works in like melee or melee. Can you believe these guys don't call it melee? Like it's clearly chat's gonna back me up here. But
Melee
oh my God, I
is
had
a
a really
word
good
used
answer.
when you're saying like mealy mouthed, not a melee.
Yeah, melee is in
I had such a
MEALY.
good answer. Oh my God. It's about mechanics that are broken.
Yeah, that's
right?
like something that's so broken that it's just like it's satisfying that you
Oh,
dominated.
yes. Okay, it was a fake answer, which is why I didn't put it. But cheats in a video game, how do you turn this on? The most satisfying thing. None of you guys played Age of Empires 2 that much. In Age of Empires 2, it's an RTS game, right? There's cheats. You can just press the console, type stuff in. If you typed in, how do you turn this on? No spaces. A friggin' coupe would show up, like a car. And it was like extremely powerful. So as a kid, I would just be so pissed at like the levels I'm getting destroyed by like Genghis Khan or something. And I'll just make like 50 of these things and just run. And they're also extremely fast. Just run around the entire map. They shoot little tiny little pellets. Castles go raised immediately. Next castle,
Wow.
raised immediately. Just super fun. If you've played Age of Empires 2 and you've messed with cheats, how do you turn this on is a core memory.
Nice.
I could also say Wu Chung, and I just got really good at figuring out how to level very quickly. And so I was like 10 levels above everything for a little while, and eventually like 30 levels above where they expect you to be. And so I could just hit things and they just went pop. And the first time I beat, because I lost my save 24 hours in.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I got back to where I was in 5 hours because I just knew how to do everything right. So it wasn't really a broken mechanic the first time. It worked right. But when you knew exactly where to go and what to do, and you were super powerful, and you took out that commander lady that you played the demo against.
Yep.
Sorry, Soul. And Jesse broke my cursed heart too. Eat one, Dawn. You got it.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, you can't start that off by saying "sorry, soul." Like that's very misleading, guys.
Oh wait,
but okay, much appreciated.
All right, I just gotta get one. This thing, it always does 2, so I can't see them.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna grab this.
That's fancy.
Yellow one. I think they're both the same. I think this might be Stinky. This is Stinky Socks or Tutti Frutti.
Oh, risky.
I've had like 4 of them. They're horrible. It's gonna be bad because there's no. It's never good. Oh, it's way worse.
Right, Claw? Like, it's such a core memory for me too. AoE 2 Conqueror's Edition is like, flip. Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti.
No, it's Stinky Socks. It sucks. This is the only flavor that's going to be in my mouth all night. But I've had like 50 of these, so I'm
You've
just.
done. Is there like a technique? Do you like keep it on one side? Do you like?
No, I'm just chewing it. Oh, it's all over my tongue. My wife won't want to kiss me for a while. No, they just suck. It's just I'm so broken inside from having so many. I had the whole box. That's a new thing.
Wow, fresh batch.
If you were here and you could smell the oil, you would start to gag. It's really bad.
Yummy.
This is acclimated to just the never-ending disappointment. They're never good.
Yeah, and the taste stays with you.
Yeah, they're oily. Super chat from Alvin 9033. Favorite broken thing: the Chrysigrim sword from Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
That's a great game. That's fantastic. And they should remake that game.
I had a thought earlier, and this isn't a community question. So before we jump into the forum, I just wanted to ask you guys if you could have, and I don't care. I'm not asking you who's developing it, but like just your dream game, like a game design idea that you've always thought about, would be like your personal. Like, I would love it if someone made.
I think we've talked about ours. I think we both might be Mass Effect Halo.
That's my ideal Halo game. Not necessarily my ideal game.
Because as someone who loves the Mass Effect trilogy, if we could get and it has to be the modern version of it, so it has to be a freaking across 3 games, it's probably like $1 billion goddamn dollars to make an actual modern Mass Effect style Halo space RPG. Where yes, I'd still probably want to be if you're not as the chief with him, but you don't have to be.
Oh, really?
I want to be a creative character, but I want to see the main characters in interact with them a lot.
Dude, I prefer it way the flip back. Have you start a Forerunner? Choose your path as you go up. You know what I mean? Your builder, warrior.
Well, I was also thinking, but no one would buy that if it doesn't have Spartans. I was like, oh wait, no, Dream Game, yes.
Yeah.
But also an amazing game in the Blade Runner universe is always at the top of my list, and it still makes me sad that all the recent ones have been canceled or bad.
I was thinking and I really want to play it, but like I don't understand how someone like a AAA developer particularly hasn't made an open world high fidelity first person zombie game, right? Where you take some of the popular kind of maybe extraction type mechanics like you see in Arc Raiders and stuff, where you can go in with pals, scavenge, craft, build survival stuff within an urban environment, and you have to worry about water and everything else. And you might be like, State of Decay. And I'm like, no, I'm talking like gritty, like detailed GTA level city where you can go in every building and but also you could be wandering around this huge area and you'll encounter other human survivors and they might not be wanting to work with you. So you get that like real PvP, people, right? PvE fear. Like, I really would love to play that.
Sea of
There's
Zombies.
a game on PC which just had a big update called Project Zomboid. It's just had its like project update 42, I think they're calling it. If you haven't seen Project Zomboid, like it looks incredible, and it's exactly that with co-op now. It hasn't got the extraction stuff, but it's everything survival. You will die. Like it's only a matter of time, and it's really, really clever. And I'm wondering how long it will take before it actually releases. It first released as an early access title in 2013, and it's still going.
Oh wow! Holy crap!
Yeah, and the recent update is massive, and it looks crazy. It's all isometric, but I was just thinking like a really gritty.
You know what we really want?
Survival.
We want the everything space game. I want to be able to spend 20 grand on my own ship. I want this game to make $1 billion before it ever comes out.
Okay, you joke, but as growing up, my ideal dream game of no budget things wasn't space, but it was essentially like a living world, medieval times, and every single person was a real person. The blacksmith was a real person. The king was a real person. The knights were real people. Growing up and not being 10 years old anymore, I realized that probably would not be a fun game. So these days, the game I would love to have, a dreamlike game, and a game I actually kind of wanted to make myself. I actually had like an impromptu game meeting with a couple friends who were like, hey, we should do this because they're both laid off at the time. They've since gotten jobs, so and it didn't pan out anywhere. But I wanted to make a sci-fi Zelda game. Third-person combat, back to traditional dungeons, traditional temples, room-by-room design. Each room, explicitly designed with various puzzles, good combat, really cool visuals. Melee-focused sci-fi Zelda game. That'd be
a melee-mouthed Zelda game? Weird.
Melee.
Oh.
Nice. Good. Cool. I was just curious.
Good question.
All right. Moving over to the forum. Do you want to continue reading, Jess?
I can. It's up to you.
Yeah, you go for it, mate.
All right.
Doing a wonderful job.
That's my brother from Patrick Payne. Happy 326, my little jizz stains. Oh, $5 super tip from Anonymous saying, should have played Cursed Halo, asshole. Enjoy Germany. All right. Sorry to hear no Nick again. Man, I'm messing up the Boston accent because it's mostly Fox and Dude and Hand to God. Sorry to hear no Nick again because of can't remember some family thing or Greek holiday like the Day of the Dead Unibrows or some shit. He, after making fun of John for this many times, mind you, he's watching his kids because his wife's not around.
Damn.
He just can't be there because of his kids. He doesn't get to make fun of John for that anymore. All right.
It's true.
He continues. I've been rethinking my favorite films of 2026, and Project Hail Mary is back to number 1, while The Odyssey is number 2. My new number 3 is Masters of the Universe. Blah, ha, ha.
Really?
Kidding.
Okay.
And I promised to give it a fair shake, and honestly, there were a few minutes where I thought it might have something, but about 900 lame, poorly timed jokes later, and nope, friggin' hated it. It might, my actual number 3 is good luck, have fun, don't die. They yell it that way in the movie. It's really fun. Which I watched soon after that He-Man garbage, and it was incredible. Highly recommend it. I agree. That movie was awesome. Loved it.
It's been on this for a while. I wasn't sure.
This week's question is about a minor quibble I'm having with the forum. Why can we not use GIFs anymore? I know there's supposed to be a way to manually insert them, but when you try to search for a GIF, you get this message, error, invalid Tenor API key. Site admins, please check your key and your Tenor account. And that started before the whole Adpocalypse incident. So, John, what up with that?
I don't know. I'll investigate that for you. That's the best I can say. That is not one of my cost-cutting measures, so it sounds like an API has stopped communicating correctly, so there's probably an update we need to do.
It's been like 2 months.
I'll figure it out. Yeah.
It's been a long time, John. It's been months. I have brought it up before, so I don't know anyone yelling at me.
I'll have a look.
In a book, A Reading Rainbow, Butterflies in the Sky, I can go twice as high. All right,
I'm still here. Yes.
I'm killing time until I can actually, because I forgot to go to Hytham's question. Who is next? Hytham G. Have you gents accidentally hurt yourselves, like walking to something hurting your foot? Shin, tibia, knee, upper leg, and along with hurting your hand, like banging something when you gents banged your hand with something, or whatever the parts of your body I can list that you gents hurt yourselves and said, "Bah!" out loud. What your gents experience on accidentally hurting yourselves.
I have definitely accidentally hurt myself in a couple of ways. One way was when I was younger. I was building a tree house, and being a fellow of shorter stature, I was on my tippy toes, and I was helping kind of push a really heavy, like as long as this room. And at this end, it was about this thick, like tree log, up into another tree to kind of go across. And I thought it was secured, and I left it. And then my mate at the other end said, "Oh fuck!" and let go. And I turned around, and the tree it slid back out of the V, and the log went boom bang into the back of my head.
Crap.
Apparently, I passed out, jerked around on the floor for a little bit, and then got up and was like, "What happened?"
Oh my god.
And I don't really remember getting hit, and I was fine. I've got a very thick skull because I've also been bottled in my life. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that on this show before. I had someone smash a wine bottle over the back of my head when I was a kid.
Behind the back of your head as a kid?
Yep. I was 16 or 15.
Yeah. So whatever.
You probably deserved it.
It was
Was it like a
because
bar
it was
fight? What the hell?
because I was so I was about 30 doors down from my parents' house. There was like a little industrial building at the bottom of my parents' road, and we used to congregate there and hang out and smoke cigarettes and whatever teenagers do. But I was a grunger when I was at secondary school, and a kid called Carl Barber, and the fact that he was never arrested over this, even though we all knew he did it, really bugged me. But then he did get in a horrific car crash later on in life and like totally fucked up his face. So karma comes for everyone.
Yeah.
But anyway, he took objection to the fact that I liked the music I liked. And
What?
I remember they all started throwing stones at us. So a whole group of these kids came around, and I was just like, let's just jump the wall and we'll walk back to my parents' house. And I just remember hearing footsteps behind me, and then I was unconscious. And then I woke up and I was like falling over again, and there was all fucking blood going down the back of my neck. And then ambulance turned up and they were pulling pieces of glass up. What I didn't know at the time was when I was unconscious on the floor, he still had the neck of the bottle, and he went to go and stab. And some other kids stopped him. So
attempted murder.
it would have been, but I was very lucky. It was just very, very painful. And the only other time I've really hurt myself, and I don't know if anyone's, I'll demonstrate. You ever had a glass and you're washing up the glass and you're doing that with the sponge?
Yeah.
Well, I was doing that, and the glass snapped as my hand went round.
Oh,
and
flip.
I nearly cut off my little finger. So I've got a really gnarly scar here
Yeah.
where I was like, like, oh God, what have I done? That was a trip to the hospital.
I got a couple.
And that's it. That's the worst times I've been hurt or hurt myself.
Well, I got one when I was like 5 or 6, and we were bouncing on a bed, and then I bounced right onto the nightstand next to it and cracked open my chin. I still have a scar there. And the other time was we were at the beach, and I was getting out of our uncle brought us up to the beach, and he had a sliding door minivan. I'm getting out of the sliding door in the back, just go to pull myself out. Finger accidentally goes through in between where the doors are. So the front door, my cousin closes it, and boom, just cracked both of these fingers.
Oh, God.
And then Travis had a good one. We were playing basketball. We had a metal chain on the hoop. And he went to dunk because it was like a 7.5, 8 foot in our backyard. And his finger caught on the chain and tore the skin all the way from knuckle to the top of his finger. And he's never had feeling there again.
Holy crap! It got to the nerves. What?
No,
the
yeah, it was
hell?
all it just hooked into the skin and then just whoop. Like you probably could have just peeled the rest of his skin off his finger.
Degloved. Lovely.
He gloved his finger. Ugh,
Travis remembers that hook.
Mine are nowhere near as bad. I clearly have lived a very sheltered
I
life.
ate a really rubbery bean.
Okay. When I was like 7 or 8, I tried cutting a flipping orange, and I cut myself pretty bad. And well, no stitches, but still a scar. I think I actually cut a little tiny piece of my pinky finger off when I was like 24. I didn't know what I was cutting. They never grew back. I guess
Like a
flesh doesn't
year
grow back.
ago.
But my most embarrassing injury was I think early 20s, and I was just I think on a bed, not in this room, not this bed, but it was in this room, and I wanted to do just a little tiny hop off the bed, and a little hop, I just sprained my ankle immediately.
Man, age comes for us
For
all.
no reason.
I didn't even think about it,
For
but
no reason.
I have like terrible arthritis in my knee from when we were walking home with McDonald's one day after a long day of work, and our whole walkway was ice, and it was like black ice, and I didn't realize, and I fell direct, like leg up, ass up, hands up, but drink didn't spill in anything, bag didn't break. Instead, I just landed all my weight on my left knee, so now my left knee just cracks all day, every day.
So you see what happened there, John, was I reduced the threshold for injury. Jesse's like, oh, if we're going that low, I got another one too.
Yeah, I've been lucky. Like the only other times I've never broken a bone. Touch wood, apart from my nose. I've broken my nose 3 times, and every one of those times was before I was 10, and it was because John here did not have any self-preservation skills and just didn't seem to understand that if he puts his hands out in front of him when he falls over.
Oh no, you're just
instead I just like straight into the deck like 5 times. So yeah, my nose is
my God,
slightly broken. Whoops. But there you go. And to Tiberius in the chat, yeah, the guy bottling me, it was a crime. But it was only years later where we all found out that he did it. But it just didn't feel like any point.
And his dad was Nigel Farage, so he could just get away with it.
Pushing charges. I feel bad though, because my younger brother also got beaten up by these guys because he was my brother. Right, so he goes down.
You
the
guys
shop.
Like Wham, so that was it.
Grunge music.
Yeah. My younger brother's a bit bigger than me, and I'm pleased to say, like, he held his own, and he took 3 of them down before they got him down. But like, I remember like when I got back after I'd been bottled, and I was sitting on my parents' door, and all my mates were freaking out, and my parents were out, and they pulled in like within 30 seconds. They'd been shopping or something, and my mum was a nurse, so she was like straight on it. And I just remember my dad and my older brother was into bodybuilding when he was young, so he is
on the road.
He was hench.
Everyone has that brother, bro.
Right, he was hench. Well, he had really bad acne when he was growing up, so he was fed up with being bullied. So he's just like, I am going to become a brick shit.
I'm going to beat the shit out of you, and then I'm going to pop a zit and wipe it on you.
Yeah, something like that, right? But I just remember, like, my dad and my older brother just coming out of the garage. My dad had a crowbar, and my brother had like this wooden baton, and they just went off up the road to
wow.
Like, and I was like, what?
That's how you know it's England and not America, because we would have had shotguns and rifles and AKs and a bazooka.
They came back. They didn't get it.
We would have had an AT, like a anti-personnel carrier coming out.
There you go.
Yeah, you're reading Jay Foley's kneecap went to the back of his leg story.
Oh. No, now I got to that. What the flip? I was still on Gentlestone drilling his finger, but it's something like drilled through his finger.
That's life.
Damn, bro. People be hurting themselves a lot.
And then Ursel had 3 bad beans within one 24-hour period.
My mate Tom,
he's
he's a sparky by trade, and he was working with a
electrician
wheel cutter. You know, like a wheel saw, wheel saw. I don't know what you Americans would call it. And he
he was not using a guard, or
it failed, and it went whoop
all the way up to there. Oh, it probably hit the flipping tibia and then stopped there. Ooh, man,
it's like We Will Kill You. That happens to someone in that movie.
Yeah, he also went to India with his partner and got really ill, and then they were giving him like Indian antibiotics, and nothing was working. And then his less than pleasant ex-girlfriend abandoned him in India. And I remember him ringing me, and he looked like, this is like my brother to me, right? He
abandoned him in India?
He was really ill, and then she just fucked off. And I remember him Skyping me. This was when Skype was a thing. And I was like, bro, you look really bad. He's like, I'm going to try and come home. And then I just didn't hear from him. And then the next time I heard from him was like 4 days later, and I was like, hello. And I got a call, and I was like, yeah, he's in the infectious disease ward.
Wow.
In London Royal Hospital.
Wow.
He's contracted typhoid.
Wow.
So yeah,
His girlfriend's name, funnily enough, Mary.
anyway,
That is-
that's
She was
enough-
a
enough
300-year-old
stories.
Irish lady.
Yeah. They do give
Grim
antibiotics like
stories.
crazy, by the way. If you're in South Asia and Southeast Asia, it's just like, oh, you're hurt? Antibiotic.
Imagine if
Here
they
you go.
just
Here you go. Here you go.
Cook and with shit on their hands. That's typhoid every
Yeah.
time.
Yep. I have a friend that went and got really bad Hep C, I think.
He was hanging out with Pam Anderson. Not her fault.
Right.
It was Tommy Lee.
What?
She has it from him. He
Oh.
sucks. She was great in The Naked Gun. Speaking of movies,
Yeah,
I want to watch
It was
that.
really
It,
good fun.
it was like an hour long. It was perfect. They should make 10
enjoyable.
more of those. They're dating
All
now,
right.
by the way, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, they're in love. It's
Really?
lovely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that he had really been dating a ton since his wife died skiing, I think. She hit her head.
Yeah, she
Yes.
was like,
Man, it sucks.
"Oh, I'm
Yeah.
fine," and then she was not fine.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Also,
man.
the ads just keep playing on the forum for me. I close them. They come back every 30 seconds. It's working as should be. John.
Oh, good.
It's funny. I'm zoomed in for this next question from Didact. He said you don't have to say the other parts.
Bruh.
So, and this friggin' ad is enormous because I'm zoomed in to make the text bigger. So it's like a quarter of the screen. Thanks, Sprouts. Didact's got a cool voice.
Hello, beautiful panel. Is there any future in having gaming events like the Game Awards and Opening Night Live on streaming services? The Netflix deal with Grand Theft Auto 6 makes sense due to it being the biggest entertainment product ever. But could those streaming services provide more exposure to the medium beyond a live stream on YouTube? Like getting it back to mainstream news broadcasts when E3 was big?
I think yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see. I would like to see these stuff be on services.
It was very eloquently put. I too would like to see these stuff put on services.
Sorry, were you complaining about ads had me thinking like I've definitely got this fixed. So I'm like, why?
Well, I don't have them blocked and I'm not a member, but I am logged in as a staff member, which used to mean I didn't get them, but I do get them now. And I kept closing it and then it kept coming back up, which I found funny.
Okay.
But then in retrospect, not funny.
Yeah, right.
Screw you,
GTA 6
John.
is going to hit the mainstream news regardless.
Yeah,
whether it's on
GTA is
Netflix
the
or not on
one.
Netflix.
It's really hard what else might get there besides because Call of Duty's every year. Like most of the biggest games are already always out or just getting updates in ways, and they don't hit in like a special thing that will get the mainstream to cover them.
Argue the only other game that could potentially not nowhere near as high, maybe like half as high, would probably be like next Skyrim, just because how big Skyrim was. That's like the only other game that could
they won't go to
potentially hit.
Skyrim this time.
I know, but I'm saying the next Skyrim in the sense of like, like it's Skyrim
It's called
is
the
big
Elder
thing.
Scrolls 6. And we've got a
I know,
logo and everything.
I
It's got to be real close.
I know, but like even then,
But no,
like, GTA is GTA.
Fallout and Elder Scrolls 6, like things that have TV shows next to God of War, like when they can show the TV show and mix that in, I think you get more of a shot.
Agreed.
All right. And then we have two more. Next one is the lovely, handsome creator of Omega Rally Championship, Anorexic, who says, "Hello, Dose Crew. With Halo joining gears and being powered by Unreal Engine, there was a lot of trepidation early on for a ton of reasons. How would you gentlemen rate UE5 out of 10 in regards to how it handled the assignment? How confident are you in it for the next mainline Halo game?" We didn't play on PS5. That's the place that seems to be struggling. On my PC, it's great. On my Series X, it's great. It's a little noisy. That is the type of thing that is fixed up when, and it's not film grain. It's like nanite and lumen and mixed with FSR. Not a great combo. You get a lot of noise. So
I meant the static.
Like it's the noise in shadows and in lighting it's not the film grain, because you can have film grain on PC. It looks fine. With stronger hardware, I'm okay with it, because I think Unreal Engine 6 is mostly just going to be 5 with a bunch of AI bullshit no one uses, because you can't copyright your work then.
CE is a very peculiar game. It plays slower than the other Halo games. It works. Honestly, they did a great job in thing. The shotgunning Flood has never felt as satisfying as it does in this, because you see them literally disintegrate.
Or the 8 trillion invisible elites when you play campaign remix.
Oh, I need to play remix. I haven't played remix yet. Or even like being able to shoot a Flood's hand off, and so like he drops the weapon.
Or you can see where their
yeah,
the spore is. Shoot the spore and they instantly die.
Really?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. You can one shot most Flood as long as you can get the spore.
Interesting. No, I think they did a great job. I'm pretty confident on Halo 2 and Halo 3. But again, the real test is going to be their next multiplayer game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to play really flipping good, and it's still got to play on UE. It doesn't need to play as good as
and
CE
it has
or Halo
to
2 or Halo 3.
better. Now,
exactly.
It should,
100%. Yeah.
by by sense of scale, if it's an arena shooter, it should be better. But it needs to perform on like 2080 or 2060.
I do think they scaled up when they made this game. They're like, we're going to make visuals and big bombastic stuff. One of our main focuses here. A multiplayer game will be, I'm hoping, more like Infinite, where it's very clean and focused more so on like having good performance, good readability. It can be maybe a little fancier than Infinite, because Infinite some might call a little dull, but yeah, I think I'm pretty confident, or pretty excited. How about you, John?
I'm tired.
He's still thinking about the forum.
No, I was still trying to fix gifts for everyone. I think that UE Halo is pretty good. I wish they'd gone one step further and added slide and clamber into
Clamber. Man, I was missing clamber so bad.
Yeah, I missed it a lot.
After playing a little Infinite, I also missed the grapple shot. I know you can't put it in there.
Yeah,
I just missed it.
But like, I think they did fine. I think the path forward now is I want to see how multiplayer functions with Unreal. I want to see if that same level of graphics.
Yeah, how's their net code
possible?
On it,
I want to see. I want to see how all of that works. But it looks like it's all possible. So I would give it. A 9 out of 10.
Oh yeah, I forgot the number thing. Yeah, ditto.
6. Everything's got to be balanced.
7.
6, 7.
Final question from one good old Collingwood.
Yo.
So, news for the latest Fire Emblem game is out. Oh, we got another ad. And it is a Nintendo exclusive. Should Xbox get a Japanese studio to restart a JRPG such as Lost Odyssey or Blue Dragon and make it exclusive? So it has its own line of JRPGs such as Fire Emblem or the Tales series. I don't know. I don't know if that would make the money for it to be worth it. I hope they do. But that is the old plan. The old plan was to more directly fund things.
Yeah.
So like Xbox Game Studios publishing, I don't think is going to have the same budget anymore. So I think the most you get are Play Anywhere / Game Pass deals.
Yeah.
For now.
Sorry, just misspelled twice is funny. Crap. Their current plan is probably the better one. They built up an audience for Yakuza by releasing them in Game Pass and having deals and blah, blah, blah. They did the same thing with Persona. Persona 3 Reload, I'm pretty sure, did pretty damn well on Xbox. Now Persona 4 coming out in February.
Persona 4 Revival will be in there again in 6.
Yeah.
Like, getting 6 is insane.
Yeah, maybe. It's genuinely insane.
Yeah.
Like, people are not talking about that enough.
You know, it's insane from our perspective. From a sales perspective, it's not. The Persona series actually isn't nearly as big as you would think based on how it's been reviewed. That's big,
yeah, that's true.
But it took going multiplat to break 10 million for the entire franchise. Because it was also an offshoot of Shin Megami Tensei.
But it's still a potentially like $15 million Game Pass deal, is what I mean. Like, that's a lot of flipping money. Like,
or according to that IGN thing, they were spending $300 million on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, ignoring the fact that never actually came to Game Pass, and it was just a friggin' internal document guessing at how much Warner Brothers would want.
Yep. Yeah, no, I think that's right. Do we see them funding their own JRPG long, big series now? Honestly, I don't think we'll ever see it. It's not with their current moves and whatnot.
And they're not a good publisher for that area. They're a good Game Pass partner and a good, will give you some money to have a, like their version of that now is the SEA branch giving money for ports. Like they will fund your port onto Xbox. Like they have a whole program for, you don't have to be exclusive, none of that shit, but you gotta, if you come here, we'll help you. Type of stuff.
I am not sorry, it was just Chad. Matt's asking. I'm not the Persona guy in the group. That is Genghis. So I will be playing P4 when it comes on Revival. And rather than I've never played the originals. I played the Disgaea series, but that's about it.
I reviewed Persona 5 Royal. It was very good. It was insanely long.
Yeah.
And I also only had like 3 days, so obviously I didn't do a full run. You can't. I literally could have not done it unless I played nonstop for 5 days. And even then you don't see everything.
Like,
but no, even then you don't get the full Royal.
Literally,
thing,
you don't. I played Persona 3 for like 2 months straight, and I got to like September or something, and I'm like, wait, it goes to December? All right, guys, I'm kind of.
I think the full Persona 5 Royal run is like 150 hours or something.
It's ridiculous. It's a very long. And the main issue with these games, and I know a lot of people like Persona, I like Persona 2. It's not just that they're long games; it's that they don't respect your time.
Nope.
What I mean with that is there's a lot of not filler per se, but like the stories of the individual characters are very interesting, but then they flip and stretch them out into like 20 hours to get like one guy's story. I'm not a fan of that personally. I want games to respect my time.
You know who's also respecting our time is one Analog AI with a 50. Oh, I always forget. I've looked it up before.
Norwegian something.
Yeah, Kroner, no? I think. Late
right?
to the party. Is there a chance that more companies will do the Rockstar and keep advertising their games behind a paid subscription? No.
No way. This is
no.
The
Rockstar's a unique case.
They are the much like
is a big boy.
Much like Nintendo is a unicorn when it comes to how they can make video games and what people expect. Rockstar is there's nothing equivalent. There's no one close to them.
Cool.
Yeah no.
And lastly, Podrick Payne, aka Trav, aka Jesse Brother, gifts are now fixed on the forum. Have fun.
Nice.
Thank you. Well, that was easy. Why'd you take so long?
I guess it wasn't in my radar, and I just quickly created an API and adjusted the component and just posted a test, and I even tagged Trav, and it works.
There you go. And there you go.
You're welcome. And that's it. That's the end of the show.
Hey,
here we go again. Another week ahead of us, full of wonderful video game stuff. As we've got a lot of reviews dropping next week. I'm hoping to have a review of Big Walkout. I'm also hoping, because it's coming to consoles, to have a review of a zombie game.
Jenkins might have his Splatoon Raiders done.
Yep. We should have Splatoon Raiders, the Switch 2 review. We will have Big Walk. We will have some other stuff.
Following week there's 2 things from me and another from Cucumbo.
Yep, Cucumbo's working. His is ready. He sent it all to me today. So
it wasn't that long a game.
Nice.
We're just we're lucky boys and girls.
Yep.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, my fridge broke.
Thank you to all of you.
So I'm not that lucky. I had to go spend $100 on a cooler. It's just the fridge. So it's been so humid here. It iced up.
Yeah.
So I just had to take everything out and let it defrost.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, can you believe it's only like 2 weeks to Gamescom? It feels like I just saw you guys in person, like last week. Crazy. Time's just gone.
Time is going really fast, and we're really lucky to be able to do this job. So big thank you to everyone that hangs out and watches us. I will get the show up and on Spotify and podcast services tomorrow. Yeah, have fun. Be good to each other. Play video games. Big thank you to Ursel for joining me and Jesse today for this episode.
Big thank you to all the Beans buyers. That was a lot of fun to watch.
If anyone wants to do one more bean,
thank you.
One more bean for Ursel, a green one.
My mouth, it's all I can taste because the Stinky Socks one is zesty. Like it is powerfully flavorful. So I'm not happy.
I'm gonna go brush my tongue.
There's a woman on day one.
I'm gonna go brush my tongue and apparently rinse my mouth in water with some salt in it. I actually did ask AI whether I could put some perfume in my mouth, and they're like, no, you'll die.
You.
So I chose not to.
Don't ask AI things.
But actually, I mean Google, bro. They just answers it before you. Anyways, thank you very much for having me, guys. It was a great episode, really fun. I think we just hit 3 hours too, which is nice.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Ciao for now.